be here watching the FNCS Finals Day 2. I decided not to use the camera, that way I can just relax and watch it with you guys, just interact with you guys while we watch it. It's about to start up. NA West, I missed NA East, but at least you can watch NA West. Other than that, I want to say happy Halloween to everybody, and I hope you guys enjoy watching the FNCS NA West with me. Hope everybody's doing well.
Down to this 30 trios duking it out, trying to claim once more to get that first place spot in the lion's share of the prize pool. But the story is scary. I don't really know what to believe in anymore. If Arkham Rex and Epic Whale aren't the champs of NA West, then is this, you know, a Twilight Zone episode? I'm confused, I'm scared, but you know what's gonna help me be, like, good is to see what the points are.
No, absolutely, and while we touch on the topic of points, we got to talk about it. Arkham Rex Epic Whale yesterday hitting their first 0-point game as a trio throughout Trio FNCS. So points are going to matter for them, especially going into today, because there are only 6 games today. 6 games have already been played yesterday. Now the final 6 opportunities for them to continue to climb out of that 4th place spot and up to the top is here, but it's going to be vital. They're going to have to do it strategically. They need to make sure they are balancing a decent amount of eliminations with that placement to ultimately climb there up to that top spot. But Zeke, what are they competing for?
Panda, of course, it is a signed autograph of you specifically, and that you said you were going to give Reet and company if they did win. Oh, but there's also prize money, and I guess the Axe of Champions as well. Here we can take a look at all the prize money per region, and we can actually take a deeper dive into NA West, specifically $48,000 going over to the trio that takes that #1 spot home. But even if a trio can't make #1, I've said it all day, placing something like top 5 as opposed to saying coming in 33rd, very big difference here in prize money. So we're going to see a lot of these trios. They're going to fight to tooth and nail trying to make at least top 10 to try and see more of that prize money. Now, let's talk about trios to watch. But first, we got to talk about Brazil, because that's right, we have more winners. I know I just cut myself off. It's okay. Let's take a look. New champions, Opie, Phison, and GSX, your champions out of Brazil. 313 points, 3 victory royale, 61 eliminations, and the average placement of 11.1.
I mean, this was all due to day 1. They did grab a victory royale in day #2, but that great performance they had in day 1 was able to carry over and keep them up on top. But look at the difference between 1st and 2nd place. I can only imagine how much Opie, Phison, and GSX were sweating, because that's a 1-point difference, Panda.
Well, you know, and it actually kind of played out very similarly to what we saw in NA East, right? Where Miro and company were just a few points away, and they ended up going down early. The same thing happens here to Opie and company. They ended up falling in 20th place with 0 eliminations on that 313 spot. And Pate actually had a pretty decent performance, scoring a 5th place with 2 eliminations, but it wasn't enough. Obviously, you can see one more elimination could have made the difference, could have ultimately got them that 1st place spot. But you know what? It happens. But congratulations to our Brazil Finals champions. You gotta enjoy that pickaxe. Let us know how it is.
Someday we'll be able to experience something just as awesome as holding the pickaxe of champions. Really, I get to experience that already. I get to hang out with Panda and Kelly. It's pretty much the same thing. Guys, let's talk about trios to watch. It starts us off. Okay, here we go. Kelly, I know you've not been around, and welcome back. It's great to have you back. We got to talk about Reet, Favs, and Snacky. Last week, I had production pull a clip of our good boy Panda here, saying he believed they were going to win. They did not do that, but they seem to be doing well today. So I have to see, or yesterday rather, I want to see how they do today.
I mean,
What's up, timekeeper?
I think you can kind of get an idea of how
I'm just gonna watch the FNCS. I don't know if you want to do that or not. I could see if I could. Let me see.
To get a victory royale in game 3, and then 3 subsequent 2nd place finishes. Clearly, this is a different team than we saw in the qualifiers, a different team than we saw in the semifinals, and I am so excited now that I get to be back here and watch them live, because although I may have picked Arkham Rex and Epic Whale in Qualifier 1, I definitely spoke to the positives of Reet, Snacky, and Fav. So, you know, Panda, I feel like you're going to say something to me and say how I'm wrong or whatever, but I was kind of right.
No, absolutely. I understand that you want to change your prediction now that we've gone through the first day and you saw how great they were. It's okay. But don't worry, there are 6 games to go, and there are chances for Arkham Rex and Epic Whale to climb up. But we got to talk about their performance yesterday because it wasn't the normal team that we normally see. Now, again, like I mentioned before, it was the first time that Arkham Rex and Epic Whale got 0 points in a game as a trio in Trio FNCS history. So, kind of stunning.
I can back out if you want to join. Just let me know.
It boils down to this, right? They know what they need to do. They're championship material. They've been the champions for 4 FNCSs in a row. But will they be able to break that out in stride and come into today and make something happen? Because we've seen in the past where this
I'll back out right now and invite you.
Turn around and win it all.
Hey there, hey there.
Okay, now it worked. I have no way of telling you when I'm online, so I was like, maybe he will just be on YouTube, and I'll check there.
Gotcha. Do you have Twitter?
I don't. I have Discord.
Yeah, I got Discord.
I can add you. Or, I don't have a secret way of messaging you. Are you on Aliens?
I am not. To be honest, I don't know how to use Discord, so I could give you my ID and my name. I don't know how to mess with this though. Let me see.
Yeah, I can add you. If you don't know how to add, I can add you.
Gotcha.
Okay, what's your username?
It's Purge YT. The same thing as like my PS and my Fortnite, and then hashtag 9411. What's up, Jaji? Happy Halloween to you too. You want to join? Let me see. I'll invite you through here.
Wait, what was the numbers again?
9411.
It's not working.
Uh,
Hold on, maybe it's B. Oh, spell your name right.
oh, right here. Add. What's yours? I could just try to add yours.
Okay, so it's the Timekeeper 69.
The Timekeeper 69.
Hashtag 4035.
40. Wait, crap. Where's the hashtag?
That's what I was struggling with too, don't worry.
4035. Send. It says you are not accepting friend requests.
Oh, hold on. Maybe that's what's been messing up this entire thing.
Sheesh. Yeah, Judge, I send you the invite already to the party. Nice. I got Purple Torn yesterday. Yeah, Judgy, I sent you the thing already, so it should let you join.
Okay, so send it again.
There you
Oh,
go.
there it goes. It went through right away. Or I can just message you on there if I'm ever online and I can't get a hold of you.
Gotcha.
Cause yeah, I don't have Twitter and I don't have Snapchat. I'm lame, so judge me.
That's understandable. What the heck? Entered the big screen. It's not playing. Oh, did I hit time travel on accident? Oh crap, what did I do?
Did I mess you up?
I don't think so. Let me see. I think maybe I did something wrong.
was like, I didn't do anything. I see you flying. You have a witch brew?
Yeah, I just found it on the floor. What up, Kev? What up, Seb? Yeah, it's not working.
I broke it.
G freaking G, man. No, it happened to me earlier too, though.
Oh, okay.
So it might just be the server. We could back out and then try to go in again.
Okay. I was wondering what you were doing in here because I went into a different one and it was the same exact thing that's happening and that's what was in the other one and I was like, seems pretty boring. I don't know why he'd be in this. I was like,
oh, what the heck? No, for mine it was playing the FNCS, so I was chilling. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I saw that when I looked at your YouTube, but here it wasn't like that.
Yeah, I was watching the other one, the NA East one, and it was insane. Like, the way they play is like, what the heck?
Oh, I'm the only one not ready to, my bad.
No, you good.
My sister sent me pictures of my nephews in their costumes for Christmas, so I'm looking at them.
I mean, what they dress
Halloween,
up as.
dude,
I understood.
I
understood that.
I said for fucking Christmas. My bad. It looks like one of them was a Care Bear, which is kind of weird in my opinion, and then the other one was a Transformer.
Okay. Which Transformer?
The Care Bear is kind of weird. Whichever, or was the red, or is that Power Ranger? Actually, I think that's Power Ranger now that I zoom in. I think it's Power Ranger, the red Power Ranger.
Gotcha. Did you get the FNCS reward? No, I didn't.
How do you guys spawn so far away? I always spawn in this one weird spot.
Alright, let's hope the big screen works here.
Spawned like really far from one another. Well, you guys spawned together, but I did not. I was thinking about changing my name on here to like Ordinary Evie or something.
I mean, if you want to change it, I mean, go for it.
I was debating something different. I've had the Timekeeper as my name for years, like since I was like 18, and so a long time.
Yeah, I've switched mine recently because before it was your boy Purge, and then I was like, that's too much. So I just switched it to Purge YT.
You're an adult now, basically.
Yeah. So I was like, and then for you too, like everyone was always struggling to find it. What the heck?
I made it, but nothing's here. People are sitting here like they're watching it though.
Is it glitched? Like, what's up with this?
I broke it, I'm telling you.
Why is it not working?
I want that. I'll ride with you. Who Knight, whoever you are.
Oh, that's judgy.
Oh, I'll ride with you.
Later, Elmo. Is it like on a break or something? Is my question.
Maybe it's on a break? I don't know. Check other streamers.
I'm about to check.
But no, I've had the Timekeeper for a long time and I was like, I kind of want to switch it up.
I mean, I think it's pretty cool.
Well, everybody now thinks that like the Timekeeper is like from Doctor Strange or something. They're like, oh, you're the Timekeeper from Marvel, and I'm like, haha, no. Like, I'm a Timekeeper from a book. Thank you.
FNCS NA West. What's going on? I was just watching it last game, or the game before that.
Maybe it finished.
Season 2. Yeah. No, because the NA East just finished. So the NA West was starting right now.
Weird.
Game 2. What the freak is going on? Fortnite FNCS.
Ooh, these things are hard to control.
They might be on a break. Right here. NA West, a park limit starts at 9:15. Alright, so we got 2 minutes.
Oh, so it is on a break.
Broadcast ends at 12:30 a.m. Sheesh. Yeah, so there's a break at, yeah, it starts at, the break is approximately at 8:30. So they did the break. Yeah, so they're on break right now. Interesting. How's your day going though?
It's been alright. I played Fortnite a lot, to be honest. 'Cause I was helping the same friend with challenges. She's older. And she like needs like extra, like needs help with challenges a lot more. So I don't mind helping her.
Understandable.
She's like in her 50s, so she's super sweet though. I like met her through people through the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm on the Fortnite thing right now, and they're actually playing something. So.
Let it be known that I have consistently given a shout out to Symmetrical's team, so if
It just
they
isn't
win
like
as
us.
well, then that's
Yeah,
pretty much like
I'm on the Fortnite thing right now,
so you know I can't lose.
and they're actually let me see. Fortnite FNCS. What is it called? Party Royale not working.
It seems like nobody else is really watching it either, though. But you said it would be a minute, didn't you?
Yeah, when I was in it before I left, it was on. Like I was hearing them talking everything. Right here, Party Royale issues have been. They put something on Twitter. Let me see. Oh, what? This is from freaking 2020. What the hell? Let me see. I'm back out again. Screw it.
I might hop off. Maybe it will work just for you.
Imagine.
Let's try. Let's try. I'll leave, and if it works, then it's me.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'll go.
Alright, bet. I'll just back out. If it works, this is broken. If it works now. Let's see. It's this way. Alrighty. Let's see if it works now. No, it's a blank screen still, I believe. I don't see anything. Yeah, I turned the face cam off just so I could, I wanted to, just watch it and relax. lay down in my bed while I watch it. I forgot to tell Sky that if I want to give it to Purge. Why is it not working? Yeah, I think it's bugged or something happened. I don't know. I don't know why it's not working now. Let me see if I go into voice chat. I'm not sure. Why does it want to work? Does anybody in chat know why it doesn't want to work? I was watching it like literally like I'm gonna select game mode. I'm gonna go all the way to main lobby, see if that does it. Go back in, and then I'll put don't fail, and then I'll invite. Let's see what happens, guys. It might just be epic. I need a car. Where the car is at? Doesn't it look? What the heck? Yeah, there's nothing playing here, so like, I think it's just the I don't know, it just glitched out or I don't know. Kind of sucks. I mean, I don't know what to do now. This was my plan for the day. I'm not sure. I don't know. I guess I don't know because it's playing. Like I'm literally could pull it up on my phone right now. FNCS. Right here. Fortnite. It's live. They're already in game 1. Let me see the info on it. So, alright, I'm gonna try this. Invite. Oh wait, I didn't mean, I meant to invite. Invite. Hold on, wait. You guys come to me. So, you join me, and then Jaji, you join me, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to game mode. Solos. No, I'm gonna put squads, and then I wanna go. If I switch it to any West, you think that'll make a difference? And then FNCS watch party. Let's see. Let's see if it works now. If not, I'm gonna just end the stream and I guess just play Fortnite. I mean, there's not much I can do now.
No, they are. Ooh, they're not. So that's a
There you go. I think I fixed
there.
it. I fixed it.
They are a long time away. They will be able to find this solo.
I think I fixed it. I hear them talking. Yep, it's on. Come on. Come, timekeeper. Come. Run. Nah, it wasn't you. I think the game just glitched out. What I did was I switched it to a normal squad game, and then I went back, and that fixed the problem. I think you should be able to join through here. Oh, I invite you. I don't know if you want to come back or not. Also, I might as well just, hold on, might as well just add you on PlayStation Friends. Alright, there you go. There you go, it's playing right now.
Desperately trying to create a little bit of room. However, Mojo is also separated away, so this is the type of situation where
I gotcha.
Completely caught out. He's fine with that. They trade a little surge back and forth. Sacco and Defiable aren't going to overchase from the high ground, right? So he knows as long as he's able to disengage somebody else who also over-indexes on shields a little bit.
And this stat just points to their performance there. Before, or rather this season before finals, they had 2 top 10 games. Day 1 they had 5, meaning only one of the games they placed outside of that top 10, which is a phenomenal performance. And really the only way anybody going to topple them is for them to be too aggressive, for them to not make the right play, which we saw they did almost every single game, every single turn, every single opportunity.
See, I joined.
They made the right call.
Did it bring you to that lobby?
Show it on the leaderboard.
I don't know. Oh, I guess I've tried
now.
now.
See right now trying to get some
I gotcha.
room around the map still. We saw that they got some tags over there on Defiable,
Like
but
it might
not
end up next
necessarily
to
enough,
you.
at least for that
What are-
second Storm
let's
Surge
get
zone.
it.
But
Okay, you
right
guys
to
are
say that
fine.
Reed poking out, he's so accurate when he's able to kind of get a line with that AR, able to hit a headshot going through. So we've seen at least 60
Such
or
a
so
long
damage
run.
be traded out from them.
Yeah, it is.
It's very dangerous. once you
Like,
get
for
in that
no
second
reason,
zone.
like,
So
they
his
could've
first one
totally
not gonna
had
be
us
too bad
start
when 3
somewhere
trios
else.
are going to be pressured under, but once we get into that 5th zone, it's going to end up being a lot. And if you're wondering what we're talking about, that is Storm.
I wish they had an option to like
Fortnite just watching us for the first
put
time,
that
hopping
the
around
stream of the
right now,
FNCS
you're
like
watching on
like
TikTok,
full screen on your TV.
YouTube,
That'd be
Twitch,
dope.
watch.fortnite.com
Like they do with the
on
Fortnite
your
bears.
fridge. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. We're everywhere right now. Thank you for being here. And Storm Surge is something that punishes
Yeah, I
the
see it,
most
bro.
passive trios in the lobby, so it calculates the amount of damage. a
What up,
trio is
Seb? Oh yeah, I see you right there.
Underneath a certain threshold, you will start taking damage in the 3rd, 5th, and 7th zones. In the 3rd zone, it turns off once we have reached 70 players. In the 5th zone, it turns off after we've reached 50 players. In the 7th zone, it turns off after we've reached
Zoom
30
in.
players.
How you zoom in?
We're gonna get a
I don't know
warning
how
on
to
the
zoom in.
right-hand side here in a second, and we'll see which
Focus.
trios
Oh.
keep up, which
Click
There you go. I didn't even know that was a.
then, because we're at 78 players, 3 trios will end up being impacted. So, kind of take
Hold
a
on,
look
let me-
around the lobby,
why is
see
it like-
who's who, who's where. We see.
I think I gotta go more centered. Right. Perfect.
Necessarily have to worry about it. I am curious in terms of Fabry and Snacky because now they're wall to wall with Kaboo and Nico, and that's a team that's not afraid.
This
to
is
fight.
actually how I
Absolutely
learned,
jump
like,
in
how
and
to
take that
play.
fight. Curious to see what their service
Really?
situation looks like.
Yeah, like I watch so many
Stay with
different
this fight.
people
Need
that
to see
like
what happens
I try to
next.
pick up
They're
different
gonna have to
movements
go
and
in,
tricks they
be
do.
aggressive because they know 16's not enough.
See,
Doesn't
I'm not
always
really
work.
good at the
This
building
is where
editing
Reed
part. Like
will
I can like
outclass them, though.
shoot
That angle
pretty
that you talked about,
decently,
the
but
spray, to me, if
Yeah,
he gets that
I could
line,
build alright. I can't edit
just
for my life.
dominate and pick off all of your shield in what
I could
seems like a
edit like
second.
doors and windows and
Like, just
arches,
take it
and I could
like,
edit
they're
a
not
nice
all going in
staircase,
one
but like
at a
don't
time, they're going in
catch me
together if
editing
they're
during a
going in
fight.
at
It
all.
won't happen.
Just trying to
Yeah, I
dominate
can't edit in a fight at all.
pieces as well, take
Like I do it
everything
way
up
too
quick.
slow. By the time I edit,
This is
I'm
how
already
they
dead.
work their way back. Shots come through. There's gonna be 24.
Great
They're
save.
112 above. A lot of damage being done on the Snacky.
I had
down
like
to,
one duos
150
game
HP.
the other day that was yesterday it was
Still
actually
want-
pretty
still
good. I got
want
like
more. They-
15 kills. My teammate
I'm
had
gonna
0,
find
but
more
it was the
there.
older
It's
lady I was talking
effectively
about.
even on
Oh,
the trade
gotcha.
so far.
And then we got a victory royale at the end of the game.
Nice. I mean, if y'all ever play, I'm down to help her with challenges too. I mean, it'll be easier with 3 people.
So they have to assume that
It is. We usually have like our other friend. She will also play and help us, but spots
them
we
going
like
aggro,
to
which
do.
makes this trade a little bit
Gotcha.
safer for Reet and Co. Something we've seen before, where if you're boxed up next to a team at one
I
of
thought
these storms
Jaji
or
was
social,
in the
the
FNCS
other
video.
team doesn't
Imagine.
move, and they don't react, and they don't start opening, they don't start aggressive.
Jaji Who Knight? That's what they said in chat.
Storm Surge, right? And then you get a little bit more information based on that. You can either be like,
Because like on my screen, I have all the names. Like on the screen, it has the names, but then on the left corner is your name and their name. Like it's right next to each other.
1 second
yeah, I
Storm
see
Surge gonna turn
that.
on. Reed, Snacky,
I
and
have
Fast,
it
they're
too.
only 40 above, 23 above. That number's gonna keep dropping down. They might get forced into a fight here.
The NA East,
Players.
the NA East, they won. I think first place won 100 and how much was it? $146,000.
That's the first tick trying to push forward. They will end up
Divided by
losing
3,
it.
that's 40 something each. I think something like that. Yeah.
Just keeps backing up and Reed's gone. Instantly, Storm Surge coming down and clapping it out. When Storm Surge gets the last hit,
Yeah, even 10th place, I think they got. I think it was like 10K, but still, that's a lot of money.
They will look to try and box up on top of the
It
reboot.
is,
The other
just to
team
have right
trying
in
to
your
get the revive
pocket.
right, and CFABs will take that. Lazy Lake is in place, so Disengage isn't off.
10K, just you know, being a pro gamer, like, and winning a little championship. Not even 10th place, like.
We potentially look to go. This is a 3v2.
That's like enough for
we know
like.
that there's loot on the ground right
That's
now.
like
They're
a
trying to play
3-month
defensive
salary
over it,
for
but
some people,
if
like
I'm
3-4
Fast
month
as
salary
Zachy,
for some
I'm
people.
getting out of
Heck
Dodge
yeah.
to Lake right now and getting Reed back up on his feet.
If I were in 10K right now, I'd buy me a PC.
Babu and Midi, I'm going aggressive.
And
I have a PC, but my PC was only like 700.
God.
I just like bought it outright instead of like building it. I bought it outright.
Yeah, that's what I'd probably want to do too.
Because you can always add more parts to it if you buy it outright.
Yeah. I don't have the mentality or patience to build.
Same.
You are trying to win.
Mine wasn't bad, and it runs pretty smoothly.
Nice. I was looking at some of they're like $1,000-$2,000. Like it's crazy.
Really? Mine was
Yeah.
700 back in July.
Oh, what kind of PC you got?
An Asus?
I don't really know, so I can't really say anything. I don't really know about PCs either.
See either. I mean, my laptop is an Asus too, but it ran games pretty smoothly. But it was like 5 years old, so it was like time for an upgrade. And then when my PlayStation broke, it was like even more time for an upgrade.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was looking at Alienware stuff.
He's up there sweeping the screen. You see him?
Yeah.
Are looking directly at that reboot. They're staring at it. Maybe not necessarily looking in that direction right now. but
Hidden FNCS player?
Who should be able to catch this rotation, and yep, they're going to start spraying some shots down there. And you see, Midi, Nico, and Kaboo, they recognize, hey, one knock was already there.
I want to know, like, I don't know, like, their reaction is so quick.
And you would think that the rest of the lobby isn't going to let this happen.
Yeah, I
They
have
are
no
right
reaction
on the
time.
edge of the zone.
Like, I'm really
So
bad at
many cheers are
reacting.
coming through, but do you believe in miracles? I mean, don't even need one right now. Everyone left and looked
Oh,
around.
he had a
direction.
reboot.
There were
Oop.
3 teams boxed up staring directly at that van, and everyone was like, no, we're good.
They're good though. They're height on that mountain and they're height on that building. So they're pretty. Jeez, not being.
I can't see. I can't do that.
No, I can't either. Oh, they're pushing. GG.
Will they find Reed? Will they find Snacky? Looks like they're going to do is Reed's going to go down pretty low, down to
They
very
have,
low
like, 2
HP, but
teams
Snacky's
pushing
there to back
them.
him up. Poffy running out of
Yeah.
builds. No.
That's-
And this is only game 1.
Enough HP to keep going, but Snacky and Reed have dipped down inside. They have a little bit.
Oh no, this is game 7.
But they're running out of it. Luckily enough for them, zone pools on top of them. Gonna
You
have
know
to
how
make a play
stressful
for a
it is
refresh
to
though,
do
because
this?
they can't keep going on like this.
No, and Storm Surge is going to end up being a problem here. They've spent this entire time.
And like I imagine like how people feel when they like lose by maybe like 1 to 2 points.
Honestly, that felt a little
Gotta be an
bit
awful feeling.
right? Like they had gotten
Observe
the reboot off, they
this
could've taken a
player
second
to
get
get
together,
good
but
at the
instead
game.
Fast kind of pushed out ahead, was using just
Observe
the
who,
little builds and
Seb?
pushed directly into the one team that's still looking at them. If they take
Ew,
the
why
second
get so
kind of
blurry?
gotten stuck in their situation, they might have just been able to walk into zone, but now you can see Reed and Snacky being forced to make a play. Trying to
Ooh,
find right
he-
now, 74 damage comes in, but Snacky gets instantly obliterated. And right now, they're saving grace.
Well,
is the
GG
fact
for that
they
guy.
got +5 points. But you talk about needing an opening.
What up,
needing an
Elmo? How you doing?
opportunity. Well, as we open the second chapter here in NA West, those leaders, they stumble a little bit. They fall. They're not quite on their face, but there's a hitch in their step that wasn't there yesterday.
I want to know how it feels to be this good.
+5 game, far and away their worst game so far, and it's at the hands of Scissor, Coffee, and Eclipse, who are going to pick up 2 of them. But ultimately, it came down to that awkward Storm Surge fight that they had on the other side of the zone against Midi, and then them rotating and hawking that reboot ban. So now my question is, right, if we're looking at the overall story of NA West and following just what's been going on in the region as a whole for the past year, what's going on with Epic Whale, Arkham, and Rex? We saw them pick up a confirmation on the Shallow. We know they've gotten at least that +5 points. If they're in a position to immediately make up ground here, a victory royale with some eliminations, they could cut that lead in half.
Dang, they're set right there.
Good, and this is where everybody that's in that top 5.
Oh, they're pretty hit. They're pretty set too.
Stay up and look for these points.
That whole group right there is screwed because they're gonna have to move soon.
Opportunities. They're above
They're up
Surge
really
as
high.
well, albeit not
End zone is
much.
right there next to them.
That's enough for them right now. Will they
They're
pull
holding
half in,
border.
half out?
Doesn't super matter. I would say, like, yeah, that I was about to say the only pull that really is super unfortunate for them is basically
That guy at PSR, that's the PSR Aiden. There's a couple of them in there. That group had messaged me on Twitter.
Is going to use the launch pad.
Yeah, but then they messaged me and never replied.
But it's a little bit of a game of chicken.
You
right?
never
It's like, well,
replied, or they
somebody
never
has to
replied
go,
back
and
to
the
your
team that has to
message?
go is
They didn't
not
reply
the
to
team on
me.
top. They can chill and wait forever. They can
Because
wait
the
and place that
recruiter
last
messaged
one, but if they
me
really
right
do put
here.
it down,
He was
they
like,
end
hey,
up dropping below
go to the
50
main
players, so
page
will turn off, so a quick little
of
exchange going
Pulsar
there.
and let
But
them
the
know
thing is,
I
there's already
sent you.
so many teams on
So
that
then I
northern
went
side
to
of the
them,
zone because of the water and because
and
of the formation,
then
the land
I was like,
around
yo,
the
your
circle,
recruiter messaged me,
that
what's up? And then they were like, oh, message me on my main. So I was like, oh my goodness. So I went to the main, and then they never replied.
That's
weird.
That should have been a recycle. It looked like Arkham placed his own pad though and went over towards the side. I'm gonna go back and double check that in my own bot, or maybe the analysts can let us know. But they're gonna try and get together. We do see again over-indexing on the heels by a significant amount. 4 floppers in Epic Whales.
What you doing back there, man? I see you.
See Jelty hip to hip with Krizix, but no eyes on their other trio mate. Looks like they're just like a duo. You see Riverson has been separated from Caleb and Tao.
100 Thieves Cram. 100
Just kind of
Thieves
roaming
Rex.
around on the low ground though.
Hako Outcast.
This is
PSR
going to
Eclipse.
be probably one of the most interesting games of these 6 that we've seen now, this being the 7th, because it is the first time where that first place is
I remember it used to be all about Ninja and all these people. Now they don't even play this game no more.
They'll move in. Again, they were only 30 points off the pace, and we know that there's already 5 points shared, so 24 more points they need to grab, which is more than feasible for them. As long as they get to top 5 with a couple of eliminations here and there, they will be fine. But they're being a little greedy there, opening that headed up, looking for players and tags onto these people, but look where that zone's going.
I mean, this is the shooting right here, right? This is the first time we've had kind of that top leaderboard spot drop super early on. Again, only the +5 points coming through for just making into the top 24. They dealt with Storm Surge problems. It's something we saw happen to Rex.
That guy's name is King Chicken.
See Wavy Jacob and Co's team sneak right into first place, and then all of a sudden, the leaderboard is open up. But regardless, that massive lead that was there before, we talk about the level of consistency and why it was so nuts in Europe. It's that's because it never dropped. Well, here now, Game 7.
There's Booga right there.
Batman
Booga.
It goes away once, all of a sudden, there's a little bit of a chink in your armor. And if you know anything about
Wait, so
chain,
Booga's
once
playing
there's
right
one
now?
chink, you better repair
I know
I just saw his name.
the other Booga. I don't know if that's his second account. I'm not sure if that's the same Booga. But I know the actual Booga, he won. He came in first last game in NA East. Like, they won it all. I don't know if this is Booga still. I don't know. I don't know how that works. It might just be someone else named Booga, but
didn't even sweat. They have tons of floppers,
Interesting.
we talked about them over indexing on heels. This is potentially why, making sure they're hip to hip and going to try and execute on a low pad. Good job putting the edited clone out in front of him.
Said the Gold Trooper dies randomly. He got bodied.
Make sure they land on top of each other as we're going to zoom back on in. Looking to grab up that first place spot. Tempo, Wavy Jacob, Counter Logic Gaming.
I feel like a game like this at the ending is so intense.
4 eliminations on the board.
Like it has to be stressful.
I mean, this, yeah, it has to. Especially when you know there's like the circle's so tiny and like.
But look at all those people in that small circle. See, the people on height are chilling because they got a visual over everybody.
Looking good all the way on low ground now is going to be Arkham, Epic Whale, and Rex. This is a dominant position for them.
Below that are
if
going to be
they
struggling.
can manage to just grab some space and grab a couple elims here or there, they're going to win this game. With the shots coming through, that's going to be Poppy going down, and they are in third place. So fourth, picking out third is so big. That's the Siphon coming through. That's going to be Epic Whale's second elimination, going in for any extra match that they can find.
It's like a fast pace.
They're running out of time to grab this space, so that elim let other players get in front of them, and I like.
Yeah, I can't move that fast. Like,
box to box.
Heck no. You got an advantage though because you're on keyboard.
I play with controller though.
Oh, you play a controller? Oh, okay.
I tried keyboard. I like struggle with it. Like I have to really honestly practice with keyboard, but like I never have time to really practice this with my keyboard. I feel like because every time I play like with friends, like I feel like I'm always kind of doing a lot of the work and stuff, and so like I feel like it's too stressful for me to actually practice and learn.
I feel ya. Yeah, I got a keyboard and mouse, but
it's not like saying anything bad to my friends. My friends are great, like they're great, but like sometimes I feel like I can't keep up if I'm trying to learn it, because I'm like trying to figure out all the keys while trying to play. It's like hard.
Yeah. Nah, I feel the same. That's why I don't use my keyboard, because since I don't really know how to mess with it, like, it just frustrates me that I don't know what I'm doing.
That's how I feel. Like, I don't know. I even have like a smaller keyboard, so it's like everything's more bunched together and less farther away, but it still doesn't count. I don't know. It's a struggle. Like, I really just need to practice it, but I use my Xbox controller.
Okay. Yeah, well, I got a PlayStation.
Controller, but then that broke too, so it's like, I don't know. My PS4 just decided to take a big shit this year.
Yeah. I want to get a Scuff.
Oh, what?
A Scuff controller?
What's that?
It's like it's pretty much a controller, but it has like paddles on the back of it. And you could put those paddles at specific buttons, like for example, on PlayStation my build is on circle. So let's say just to be quicker, instead of having to take my fingers, like if I'm build fighting somebody, leaving my fingers off the analogs, I just use my back fingers, like my ring fingers, to hit the paddle to activate like building or whatever it is.
Interesting.
Yeah, if you look it up, it'll probably be like a better explanation that I did, because I feel like I explained it terribly, but yeah. But like that's what most pros use Scuffs, just because the extra buttons help.
You've got Jelty who made in that top 5.
See, I just ordered a new Xbox controller.
Then make it into your top 5. And of course, Caleb Riverside.
Yeah, I need to get a new PlayStation 1. My analog stick is busted.
This is good for them. But again,
oh yeah, I see it. The little flap things on the back.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine if that zone was just a little different, if it didn't go up the hill, that could have easily been Arkham Rex and Epic Whale's game right there.
$200
I'm wondering if I can talk to production.
Yeah, they're expensive. You could literally customize them the way you want.
Especially for you, Panda.
Yeah, see, I customized my controller for $69.
She's clearly cursed. Reed, Fabs, and Snacky, but it's okay. She officially changed it. You heard it here. The curse is lifted. It's okay. They're coming back here in game number 8. I see it. But look, them going down early is impactful. But we got to talk about exactly how they went down. Right, obviously, you see the fight here.
Yeah, Booga won NA East, so I think this Booga in here is a different one. I think.
So they get Reed's resources. They kind of gather themselves in Snacky and Fabs. They separate from Nico and Hashira, right? And then it's about Reed.
I'm about to look it up.
Reed, right? It's about getting Reed back in the game. So they take this chance here, and it's pretty risky, right? They didn't wait until the builds were fully built, and immediately, as soon as the reboot went off, the lobby started paying attention, and this is where you see the fall begin to happen as Favs ends up getting taken out first, now leaving Snacky and Reet by themselves.
And you can tell that Favs' team was a little nervous. They saw zone coming in. They could have just gone south a little bit where it was more of a right into the middle of the pack. They already saw that there were so many teams there. So unfortunately, they kind of were a little, I don't want to say sloppy, but they just made some wrong plays there and did go down early. Now 235 points to Symmetrical's 232. That incredible lead they had. Now, as Cam left to say, the shooting has begun.
But let's just 41 points ahead of Arkham Rex and Epic Whale. So look, there you go. There's your throwaway game. That's it, guys. Lock it in. That's it. Game 8, Game 9, Game 10, and
I could never. I'd be
every
like
game
dead
after, I should
for
say.
the first time.
Focus up.
Yeah,
This is your
same.
opportunity. But there's a lot of
Last game,
opportunity
first place, I
on the
think
board
was
because even
356
like
points,
Chicken Kai, Jax,
or
and Vexen,
346
they're
that
not
won.
too far out of the top 10 and can easily find themselves climbing up.
Also, Caleb Riverson and Taotai, who were in 23rd place before that game with only 62 points, jumping all the way up to 15th spot, now 108 points. And that just shows that someone might have a dominant lead. Someone might be the team to beat, but one small misstep, one wrong play, and the leaderboards look completely different. So with game number 8 on the way, I can imagine that we're going to be seeing our leaders, Reet, Favs, and Snacky, changing up their plans a little bit. It wasn't even like what they typically fell for in the qualifiers and semifinals, which was over aggression. That isn't what we saw there. It was, I don't even really know. I don't know.
Oh, Judgy crashed. Her game crashed. GG.
They knew that they needed surge tags.
Judgy, the Who Knight.
A risk in itself, right?
Oh.
But if they had better prepared themselves for surge leading up to that moment, we wouldn't have seen that happen. So hopefully they identify that, they make those corrections to the game.
I wonder how much they get paid for just speaking.
More
right, that's what I'm curious of. I mean, they just dressed up like Fortnite people, and that was it.
Yeah, I'm sure they gotta get paid good.
Yeah, I do have to agree and say that that is really what it was. It was the Storm Surge tags. I think that got them a little nervous. We saw that they were only 20 points above and then below even after Reet went down there. So maybe it's because the Wolves trying to get next to them in the corny crops. Maybe it's just... They were too confident and they went into zone 3 thinking that they were going to be like easily able to do something with it, but you know what? That's just one game. We still have 5 more to go.
Friends, I don't know. They started with a 90-point lead today over Arkham Rex and Epic Whale, and after that game, the shoot that Sundown has so
according to the popular sites,
I don't know, but
they're in an average of around $70,000. Jeez.
Impacting the rest of the lobby. The lobby's like, oh, they're still here. We can't operate as freely as we want to now because they're still alive. We'll have to see. That was just the first few games. We have 5 more. Things might be okay. Kelly may have cursed us. Sundown, play over to you. Good luck. She cursed us.
It's the time of the year for curses, but I don't necessarily believe in them. Like we've talked about before on the cast, similar to trains and angels that go one direction and it's inevitable. Since Panda called it out, since he, was sitting there talking all that trash.
You got no Halloween plans?
Epic Whale and Arkham are outside the top 10. Well, they pushed
I feel you.
They pushed into 7.
Like, I'd rather just be at home.
Yeah, I was like, what do I do today? And I was like, to be honest,
Call it out, Clay. I mean,
I don't have any plans. So should I stream or just watch movies? And I was like, I'll stream and then watch
They
movies.
really have. And
Yeah.
we talked about them a little
I
bit
usually will watch
yesterday, how
movies
they're
or
snowballs.
just play games.
They build
Just
on this
depends on how I
momentum that
feel.
they get, and if they get
Today I've
Yeah.
been trying to get my challenges
keep
done on here,
going,
so I haven't really been
and
doing
when
my
you
fetch
never
cards
push
like
the
I should be
snowball down a
doing
hill,
them.
as the game keeps
I
going,
mean, this is about to
it's
end
good.
probably in
Be
like
able to be
another
stopped.
20 minutes. After that, we could run challenges if you want.
Keep it going, and within 3
Yeah, that's
points,
fine.
they see that that's going to be.
I know it's
so
quicker
much
with more people.
motivation here for them to just keep playing the game they've played every game before that. Uncontested Dirty Dogs.
This is
as
game 8,
well,
so there's
and
what,
then
4
the
more games.
bottom
Yeah,
blue,
that should be.
It's a great setup.
And something to note too, because we talked
Next
about
season, I'm gonna try to
it just kind of happened sometimes.
practice more and do
Finals.
arena to see if I could. I mean, I probably won't, but
Right? So
get
I
at
don't wanna
least
say that,
better.
like, that's a shoo-in, but over the course of 12 games, I generally expect them to win.
So no arenas are sweaty lobbies.
Right, and assuming they get a lower amount of
can't do
elims, let's
arena.
call it 5, right? That's
I mean, to be honest,
unaccounted for.
pubs is pretty sweaty
So
too.
it's a
So like,
solid split coming out again. Dirty Docks uncontested, plenty of room. Only
Sometimes it
30
is,
teams
sometimes
coming
it
through. We
isn't.
have had one full trio.
yeah,
point
sometimes it's
right
just full of
off the
bots.
start, so coin flip not necessarily going their way this time on the drop spots, and with 5 matches left, still plenty of moving and shaking to be
I feel like the
done.
key
We've seen
to these
that
games is
except for
having
EU,
a bunch of
nobody has
ammo
really been quite infallible yet.
and just rotating properly.
Everyone has that moment where they could fall down the leaderboards, and maybe this game for a first place trio, we'll keep our eyes on them again. And they went out just after that initial set of placement points, so this could be another game where if they get a little bit too aggressive, they fall as well. Shots coming right through. Tricks hits an amazing.
All these people in front of the
game
screen
there.
are so
Taking that
annoying.
player down from 200 HP to 30 in just a matter of 2
Yeah,
seconds.
they are annoying. Sorry, I'm like trying to figure out dinner.
Not even 30.
No, you're good, you're
good.
And HP, what a great shot.
They're really annoying though. They're like
This is
driving. I
not
think
a
they're doing it
fight
on
they
purpose
can
to piss
really
off the
afford
other
to
people,
take.
honestly.
Probably.
Yeah, but we saw them.
I mean, I got a
fully
decent
pull
spot
away
on my
from
screen, so
over
like
win
they're
range,
barely
no
covering
knows
it, but
every
just
place,
seeing
knows
them
they
there is
knows
just
that
like,
third party-
yo,
third party
move,
coming over
like.
the hill from Jaguar, so it's not a situation where if you're not winning cleanly against Ranger and no a W, and then you also have Jaguar Mojo.
No,
Just
I have like 2
pushing,
people, like no,
pretty
like
much
3
every
people,
single game
like
over the top.
in my
It's really
face.
tough to get anything going. Like,
Yeah.
we've seen Lucky Pump
I'll come
Bolts in
back wherever you
2006
are.
where if they're able to get in the mid game, they can make plays, right? Like they can hang in this situation.
Yeah, because when I hit
I've
focus
never
here,
had
like it's
shields
kind of
in
like
the
more
league where you're
centered.
stuck, always trying to just scramble.
Oh my
get
god,
a
I
reboot,
can't
find
see.
a
Bruh,
goal,
what the
or
heck,
just
bro? Are you
get
serious?
something going.
They just like
Maybe
shot me
switch the jump
off.
and
Like, I'm
Yeah, they
so
do this
annoying.
this
Normally be a
stupid thing.
relatively
Like, oh my
deserted area of
goodness.
the map. For some reason, unless we've pulled like 3 or 4
People are the
teams
worst. I'm gonna jump on it until it
towards this,
doesn't
like,
there we go.
Oh, you could come up here where I'm
crazy
at.
lake
I mean,
side
this is not that
twisting
bad right
out
here.
area, and it's just
Okay.
way overpopulated.
With an overdub,
Yeah, this is a little
Dub
better.
trying to outstand the pressure of Antrax, B5RC now too, who we saw do. They had an okay
you can't do the focus
first
thing.
start to
Oh, yeah, you can,
yesterday,
never mind.
and then I believe finished.
Yeah, I have
in the
mine
middle of the pack round 20th
pretty
place.
centered.
It's centered for
In a
me
way,
now.
it's
Oh
great
my
to
god,
see.
somebody just hit
With,
me. Bro.
I believe an eighth place jump there
That's
from
fine.
Riverson, Caleb, and Taltai. It's definitely
Surprising,
possible.
I
Again,
guess.
if
They're
first
probably
place
gonna
goes
keep
down,
messing
the
with
league
us just to
wasn't
be
getting
annoying, but
freeze.
Oh my
Possible
god,
for any of these
see?
trios really
I'm
just
so
start to
annoyed
make their
right
comeback
now.
as long as they're, I would say, within that.
Ah, these people have no life. If they want to be annoying, they can go play the game.
That's how
Like,
Ty Caleb
why?
is. Riverson, however, but
I'm
out
so
to
annoyed.
Interaction G5RC. Don't want to let this fight go.
It's that
And
person
there
on the
were
bike. They're
a
like
little bit
purposely
more
hitting everybody who's
time,
trying to watch.
because this is
Yeah.
two different.
I just came back up here. I'm just gonna sit here. If they move me, I'm just gonna keep finding spots.
No one's really coming from Misty. No one's gonna be coming from Sludgy. No one's gonna come from Lazy.
Go to the rock.
Because these trios have already.
I was gonna go to the rock, but it's just like a distance. Bro, what's up with this guy, bro?
A little bit of environmental damage, potentially open up a gap to see Altu. He's even just gonna, drive into the wall, get a little bit of collateral damage, move back.
I found one over here, but it's not like the greatest of views. Like, I'm
Bro, this
trying.
guy is annoying
They're
as
purposely
heck.
going after us, honestly.
I'm about to report him.
Invest a little bit more, and that's a lot of metal to be putting up right next to the gas, and immediately gonna have to throw it back up. And unfortunately,
I
though, this fight
swear,
has dragged out so
stop
long. There's a
hitting me.
couple other tracers coming in. They need to be careful what's happening on the back.
I'm sitting like right next to the
Just
stairs.
gonna
It's kind of like
shots
inclined,
over there.
so
He's gonna inform his team of that, and they're gonna have to make a
Yeah, they're
decision
gonna
here,
go
Clay.
right
And
for you. I
unfortunately
swear.
for them, it's not really a great.
Told you. I told you.
but this guy,
It's
I
this
wish I could
person,
shoot
it's this
him.
one. It's that one.
So
It's
much
that one right
ground. You
here.
can go to the
Okay.
east, but you run the risk of fighting that yellow triangle team of both Lucky
see
and
it? This is
2006 born. You can try
Yeah.
to dip to the west, but
I'm gonna hide right here under the
you
rock.
have that natural high ground on you, so you don't really
Right.
have,
Where?
like you said, the
Here.
best option. You're really stuck in a hard place, and now with everybody starting to congregate around,
Like, he's right next to the
it's even
stairs.
harder because everywhere you could have gone is now
They're gonna
pushed
hit you
occupied.
again.
Yeah, they're trying to mess with me for no reason.
For good reason. Like there's
It's probably 'cause you
generally
have
ought to
YT
refarm here
in
very
your
quickly at the
name.
gas station. Those chain link.
But I don't think they can see our
All the time
names.
when there's like
Opportunity to
TTV
get
in your
some
name
fruit,
though.
Maybe some floppers out of the cast register.
I don't think they can see the names though, because I see everybody with just little arrows besides you and Huntai.
Area rotating past is really
Who
obnoxious
night?
because it's basically
Oh, what?
steep change in verticality plateau. Steep change in
I don't know. I
verticality
found a
flat.
spot up here that's
Steep change in verticality
kind
flat
of
plateau.
okay. It's
And
not
on
the
top of
greatest.
each one of those steep changes,
Yeah, they mess with me again, I'll go to where you are.
You can already kind of see it in the bottom right hand corner where we have so many different let's call it triangles on top of each
I
other.
just saw him
And now
spread.
you've
Bruh.
wasted so many mats in here, and so does your opponents, that even if you eliminate them, your mat
where
count's
you
not
at?
gonna look great.
Over here.
Oh, you really
It's not
wanted
like the
this fight
greatest,
in
but this
about
person obviously
2
knows
minutes
something
ago.
because they came
This
over
is
here
a
too.
fight that's gone on.
Let me
now.
see. Yeah, it's just like dead center. Yeah, bro, I hate this guy. I hate this guy so much.
Was rotating in, but now
Yeah, because you can't
it's
get
not
dead center at
okay.
all. It's
See,
been
the
really
thing, if you're
hard.
rooting for them is Arkram, and if
Wait,
Fight
did they
is gonna
leave?
get the elimination there.
Oh no, she's
Definitely
still
have to
right
hop
there.
over
She
and
got her
see
thing
if that was a
stuck.
long range thing. No,
Oh,
it's
if
gonna
she
be
gets
right
off
on
of it,
top
I'm gonna
of that.
hop on it and
Gonna go
like take
down
it
Delta.
away.
Throw it
Down
in
as
dang
well. Now
ocean.
only Alex remaining. This is what we
Right.
want to see.
She's
This
trying
is
to
the
flip it.
dominance we know of them, and they wipe a trio within 45 seconds. They're back, and hey, even if this trio does come in, even if these arrows do want to commit, they are fine. It doesn't matter. Look how quickly they are back, ready to go.
She's
Arkram
going up there to try and get you down. See, she literally went out of her way to go get you.
them, and now they're looking to just
Toxic.
Literally went out of her way to go up
climbing the
there.
leaderboards, and for
Literally went
Jelty
out of
and
her way.
Physics, they
She's down there.
shield break.
I'll be back.
I don't think they're gonna
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, and again, something we've talked about, that when they get eliminations, they get these refreshes, they will then utilize the resources. So now they're like, okay, how many extra minis do we have? How many extra big spots, chug splashes? Like, you see, they're doing it now, they're dividing it out, and they're like, okay, can we rotate? Can we go potentially get aggressive on someone? Can we use some of these extra mats and go? And one thing I kind of have to ask the general question, especially in that costume, I feel like Beat of Sweat probably just ran down Panda's face right now, you know? Just a little bit, he was sitting there, he had that chest all puffed out, he was talking real big. I'll give him that, at least he said it with his whole chest, but right as I talk about that, Snacky actually getting a little bit of revenge for the past game, he's gonna knock and a confirmation there onto Midi, so he'll take that fight back and he'll say, well, Sundown, maybe Panda deserves to kind of puff out his chest a little bit. We still got a little bit of swagger. They are 3 points clear. Symmetrical, Wavy, Jacob, and this trio. But also keep an eye on the winners here as the fight again still wall-to-wall. Snacky and Fabs trying to get onto Salco, Mojo, and Defiable. That's another trio who's boxed up directly on top of them. Reet, though, lots of effective HP down. However, Fabs' inventory looks fantastic. Wall-to-wall, 87. Huge tag.
They're going to keep that pressure up with that legendary SMG, trying to grab all of the extra. Again, they are going for the min-max on the loot as well. Can we grab that pepper? Can anybody grab these extra mats here? No, they're going to go back. And honestly, if they can get Wavy...
Alright, I'm back.
To keep their focus
Like,
on
I'm on the
South
back of
45
it,
and
and she
Mojo,
got
they
mad
can
and
get
she
those
drove away with
eliminations.
me.
But if once
And so I had a jetpack and I came back.
Oh man, she was like, nah, man. Oh, right here, look at this little spot right here.
She came back. She came back
lead
again.
loses. And we saw that.
I don't think I could get hit here, right? In this little like
That's where they're
rock
playing.
section.
That's where they went from Midi.
I hope not.
What if
Like,
they're
should be
above
a
it?
real
This team nearby.
see you next
is lower.
Tuesday.
Are they above it? Is that where they're playing defensive?
Where are Midi's teammates? Like, what? I'm very confused as that there's a whole trio over on the side, unless that was the last
Maybe
part of the
if
knock
you're
and
doing
South
an
and
emote, she
Defiable
tries to
ended
go
up
after
coming and
you
cleaning it
more.
up.
No, she totally just tried to
an
run
awkward
over us,
situation
but
for them to
couldn't do
only be
it.
able to pick up one elim.
Perfect.
Yeah, normally one elim you'd feel
Oh, wait,
pretty
no, here she
comfortable with
comes
that
again.
being oversurged, but with the
Oh,
numbers
yeah,
and the
she
fact
couldn't
that
get
this
it.
is fine,
Hey, we got the spot.
it might not 100% be guaranteed, and also the fact we got pushed back, so they didn't necessarily have the time to bin max on
She's
it.
trying.
However, the high ground
Yeah,
pressure
no,
that you're talking
Oh
really
my
like-
god.
leave now as
She hit
Wavy
you?
Jacob
No,
temporarily
but like the
switch, they're
whole
gonna rotate, they're gonna
like
get on
car
the
is like
head towards the
getting
zone.
in my
Unfortunately,
screen.
symmetrical. You
Why are
see
you messing with us out of all
so
people?
real quick, just
What the
trying to
heck?
get his 5 skill on, spin around as fast as
So
he can, throw a
annoying.
box in his face, and be like, all right. Luckily, got some big pots there. He'll be fine.
That hurts. Have to use the big pot that early, but
Here, you want to switch spots with me? Go closer to over
hurt
there.
more,
Go closer to where I was. Because she
Going
can't get to
the
herself in
mountains,
my
not
screen
the
over
highest
here.
mountain in the game, but one of
At all.
them. And there's
I'm okay if she
lot
gets in my
more
screen a little
smaller
bit.
elevations around this side than the one over by
I like how it looks
Cowboys.
like that. The way they have that set up with the 3 screens in the map. That looks
Misty,
fire.
more
Yeah, that's
gradual.
nice.
There's a lot more of it all around a symmetrical Wavy Jacob and Temple. Will set up on top of one of these destroyed saucers, trying to look for any sort of
Here she
tags
goes.
because
She's trying
it
so
seems like
hard,
they're
she
not
can't get
comfortable
it,
with their
but-
storm surge levels, and Symmetrical's going to take unnecessary again. As we move through, though, I was going to say, I don't know if they don't have
her
big
tires,
shields
like, right in
or
my face and
they're
she's gonna,
waiting
like...
to use them because they're rotating through. I definitely
Is there school tomorrow? I believe so, right?
Once they get inside zone.
Yeah, there is.
Level above surge.
I was curious because my sister went to sleep, but I couldn't think if there was school after Halloween.
Yeah, one might say
Yeah.
the perfect amount above surge. Given the holiday, happy Halloween, everyone out there. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you
Yeah.
celebrate safe and
School's after
responsibly. Don't
Halloween.
eat too much.
Oh.
candy.
Bro, my God.
Ask yourself, do I need that extra bite? The answer is probably
Oh, they threw a
no. It's
fucking
lot of
launch
sugar,
pad
trust
at
me.
us.
It'll last
Yeah.
for a while. It'll be okay. This is coming from somebody who
Like, literally
sat
no
there for a
life.
while with,
No
with
life.
5-pound bags with
Like,
candy next
hold
to
on,
their
where
Oh, there's another spot right
So
here.
it's okay. It's not with the stomach ache. We
I
see
found
the
one
quick
too.
stat
I
on
found
the
one
left-hand
inside
side
of a
Riverside
rock.
Studio.
No more, let me see. Oh, I see you.
Where it matters and against those key trios and being
I
able to pick
tried.
it up and right now.
No way they can hit us here.
exerting
No way.
storm surge pressure
We
control.
say
You see
this,
that
we
coming
say
and being
this,
able to
but watch,
face
watch.
something else that needs to be said about
Like-
Riverson is
No, I've
can we
literally only
stress
had,
enough his
like, I
versatility
ate,
in terms
like,
of plugging in
some
with
peanut
other
butter
duos,
and
other
a couple
players,
pieces of
still being
pepperoni
able
and
to
some
find
cheese,
success.
and then I realized
Found
now I'm
success when
like,
he
fuck,
moved
that's
over
all I've
east,
had
he
to
found
eat
success
all
when he
day.
came
I
back
was
over
like,
to West. Seems like every single
Dang.
FNCS we see him in the final.
Yeah, I just ate pizza.
Different
Then I was just like, yeah, that's
duos
it.
surrounding.
see, I like pizza, but I can't eat the breading of pizza, so I can only
They
eat the
mount a
toppings
good
off of it,
performance
like the cheese and
on the
the
side of
pepperoni.
Homeboy Jack
Oh,
Griffin,
really?
who's
You don't
seventh
like it? Like, you don't
Yeah.
like bread in general? Or?
No, like I'm
they've got
gluten
a
free.
chance to keep
Like not by
Oh.
choice.
We
Like
stress
I love the
every
taste
single
of like
finals. It's about that first place
gluten.
that it is.
Gluten tastes
But
really
for everybody
nice.
else, it's about making it into the
I
second,
just
third, fourth,
if I
fifth.
eat
For
gluten,
those
I get really bad
prize-
like
that
ocular
prize money is
migraines.
rather just is a little bit more
To the point where like I
It's a
can't
Chelsea getting pressured by
function
Surge
like
and
in
another team
life.
on the
Like
other
I
side.
have to go to sleep for
Looks like
almost
they
the
may
entire
fall
day and
down
night
here
for the
'cause it's
headache to
able
go
get a
away.
couple
If
They don't have like
there.
gluten-free
They're gonna
pizza?
pop some big shields, but doesn't look like
I
this team is
mean,
gonna
if
let
you go
them
to
go.
Domino's, you
Chris
get
is
like a
getting
small
a
pizza,
lot of
but
shields
usually if
off.
I get a
Andy
pizza,
gonna
I'm sharing it
fall.
with
Not much
others.
they could do 'cause
True.
this can only take
So
3 more tags
I
of
usually
that
I'll just eat the
surge.
toppings off
Gonna
of
be
it, and it
above
tastes just like
50
you're
to
eating
effective
pizza.
HP going for the
I've
edit
made
still,
pizza
but
before out of like
Husky's gonna go
chicken,
for the
like a
revive.
crust. I made my
I
own
don't know if
crust
they're gonna
before out
let
of
him,
like
and I'm
chicken,
glad that he didn't
and then I made
immediately
it
go
out of
for
like
it.
like
You
almond
saw
flour and
immediately
stuff like that. It's just a
somebody
lot
said,
of
hey,
work
no
to make your own crust.
confirmation on that elimination got the siphon. But somehow Krizix is still up.
But I also eat low carb,
50
and so I don't
shield,
really
a
eat a
little
lot
bit
of
of
like
space, trying to disengage and create some more. Looks like he's
like
finally
bready
able to
stuff
work around the
anyway.
side.
So it just kind of works out that I'm.
He does have time to get the med kit up. He should
It
be
works
able to
better for
hold on.
gluten-free.
5 place points
I don't
haven't even
know.
come through yet. Storm Surge has
Okay,
shown
that's
up, but we still
interesting.
have 25 trios up on their feet. So a number of solos and duos doing their best to just try and hang on, get the kind of first
It's like
round of
a
placement
weird
points.
hereditary
at
thing.
least
My
tick
cousin
that
also
box
gets
off
horrible
in this
ocular
game. As you
migraines
see,
if she
Kimchi
eats gluten
will end up
also,
getting
so it's
taken
like
down. 69 players left now as Krizix
some weird
is
thing.
just trying to avoid. But fortunately for him, he has to move. He has to
I
go.
luckily
The zone is
found
at
out
his
after
back.
my cousin
This is
already
gonna be
got
taken
found it
out.
out, and then we
Trying to
found
fight
out
for
that
him.
I was
Does
the
end up
same
shooting out
way.
a 50+
So
shot.
I was
It's
like, at
charging
least I
the
didn't have to
opposite
do
side
all
of
the
it, so
shit
he
she
knows
had to do
he's
and go
able
through all
to
the
isolate that
chaos she
player,
had to do
potentially win
to
a
figure it
box-to-box
out.
fight.
I just
But
already knew.
if you take one wrong step against that charged up charge with 150 HP, you are not long for this game. He gets sent back to lobby rather violently there.
Can you imagine having to
Second
build
place
that
and
much?
first place right on top.
Man,
Second place always prior to
I mean, I build a lot, but like, I build recklessly. They build like strategically.
I build like, oh god, I'm being shot at. Let me just build a bunch of fucking walls. Like,
Yeah.
sorry if I'm cursing.
No, you're good.
Also, at the same time,
You're chilling.
He was one of those players that seasons ago with his old teammates.
I didn't know if you were like family friendly, no cursing allowed, and I was like,
I mean, it slips out for me sometimes, so I try to keep it family-friendly, but here and there, a
See,
word
now
will
it's
slip
your
out.
buddy. Now it's your buddy who's hitting us with the freaking four-wheeler now.
On the top is our second place team.
Where you at? Oh, there it is.
It's going to be Reap, Fabs, and Snacky. That is going to be our first place.
Hey, man.
Is the defending FNCS champions for 4 straight seasons. They are in 3rd place.
We finally found a good spot. Don't mess it up for us.
For real.
Well, 6x. Yes, they are 4 times in a row defending champs, but they're all each individually also 5-time champs, with a duo and a solo being picked up by the split parts of the trio. Again, none of them are slouches in any one of the game modes. You can see Noah being no slouch. And
Noah W
Noah
plays
really
He was teammates with Typical Gamer.
I wasn't necessarily sure whether they'd be able to come into the finals.
Him and Ranger.
Execute on the same
Oh, the guy they're talking about.
They've been able to win a game, but they force people away from
So
the
the people
drop
I
spot.
usually
They've been
watch
making
that
these
like play
end-games rotations.
Fortnite, like I watch like Nick
Been
A30,
very well done, but we see that.
Okay, yeah, I know who that
Team
is.
rotating and second place team taking
and then
pot shots away.
like
Actually, no, I think
I'll
the
watch like
angles are
FaZe
slightly off. Yep,
replays
I
when
lied,
he
they're taking
plays
shots at somebody
sometimes.
else. Snacky and Raid
Gotcha.
are just going to be able to kind of tarp their
Yeah, a lot of the big
way
people
around
don't
now.
play
These
like
are two
before.
teams, so if they do get lobby chosen, things can get interesting
Yeah.
very fast as the observers.
Like,
If they give us a
I'll go to
nice
my
little
Twitch.
wide shot, you can see where the 4X are standing over on the side. Quinn and Co, though, have a nice
My
little view
Twitch
over
is
the
kind of
top
like
of the
all over
lobby.
the place
Let's
for
take a
like
peek and
people
see
I
what's
watch
going on as they
because I
are
watch
going
so
to
many
pop
different things.
one
Like
of those
I have
Chili
Nate
Chug
Hill on
Splashes
there, but I haven't
as
really
a
been watching
group.
him lately.
Just head right towards the edge of the zone. You can
Um,
see where they have it marked out. Clay. They
Replays,
want the
Nick
priority position
A30,
right on top of this little gazebo, but
Fresh
you need to be
is
careful
kinda
as
like, one of
Antrax
those
and
bigger
his trio
ones.
post
Yeah.
directly underneath it and farming it out very quickly.
And then I watch my little brother who
That's a
streams
lot of metal,
Apex
but
a
since
lot.
we're there
Well,
above
I think lately he's been
Surge,
streaming League of
half in,
Legends a
half
lot.
out,
but-
right over Misty Meadows.
Okay,
Anybody
they're gonna do a collab
this
with
side,
Fortnite.
anybody could have it.
It was
Right
leaked
now,
on Twitter. League of Legends and Fortnite are gonna drop a skin. Yeah.
Solve one of their biggest
And
issues from
there's-
yesterday.
Yeah, my
Let me
little
see.
brother has like 342 followers on Twitch right now.
Need
And,
to
like,
avoid that pressure
Sheesh.
coming down right away, but we can see
Yeah.
wall to wall here potentially.
he
looking
just
for a
started like
platformer
this
out
time
of
last year
shields, and you know
too.
what?
Like he's just
This
been
might
like
not
kind of
necessarily be the
grinding.
worst
He
fight
doesn't
here, but
really
you see on
post
the right-hand
himself out
side,
there all the
there's
time
going to be a lot of
anywhere.
trios
Like he
impacted
just
by the
kind of
socials.
like,
We
you know,
still
if you want to come to my
66
stream, we got chill
players
vibes. Like,
up. That's 8 trios who are going
Gotcha.
to end up getting hit by Symmetrical.
That's dope.
Goes down. That's Nitrix.
I downloaded Streamlabs and I saw that there's a like multiple stream option that you could stream like on YouTube, Twitch, and like I guess Facebook has an
so
option
there's a lot of
too.
people that do that. A lot of people are like, oh, well, that's a conflict of interest. You shouldn't do that. And I'm like, honestly, why wouldn't you stream on every platform you could possibly stream on until you make partner on one of them and then you stick with that one?
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that. Like doing Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Because literally it doesn't really take anything.
But I know he's like affiliate right now, and like eventually, you know, he'll probably push for partner.
Yeah.
Literally everything
Get
else
his
is not going in
viewership
this
up. Like I
man's
know, like
favor.
I
He
think one of
needs
his last
grab-
videos
honestly,
when he plays
having a
Apex,
big
he
show
gets a
for
lot of like
25
viewers. When he plays like
him,
the Legends,
I
it's
think
not
it's
like
worth it
as
because
many
in solo
viewers.
you're
Like
not really
Apex,
gonna
I think
have
like he
time
averages
at
like
this moment
60
to
to
get that
100
off,
viewers.
So get as much HP as you can. And
I think
they
it just
hear these
depends on the
surge
game
tags coming
because
through,
not
they
everybody
hear
likes
these
to
shields
sit there and watch
cracking. All they
League
gotta
of
do
Legends.
is get a
It's
couple
like one of
tags
those
on
games.
this, and boom, they're back. And
Like,
this is
Ninja,
gonna
I
be
think,
Buzzro
left Fortnite for
falling
League of
down
Legends,
there
but
to
honestly, if
boom,
Ninja
hear
stayed
that
with
elevation
Fortnite,
come
like,
through,
he'd
but
probably have more
not
of a
able to
viewership.
capitalize on it is Oka, just on the other side. This is perfect for Timberwolf. Oka decides to go aggressive into
But like
him.
the few times
That's a
Ninja
free
plays
Elam,
Fortnite
gets all
on
this
Twitch
loot back,
now,
and they need it for Surge as well. Only now
he actually
96
will
of
get like
them.
higher views and then he'll be like, alright, I'm gonna go switch over to like
They're going for it. They're going
League of Legends, and
then
like he'll lose like most of his most of his views.
Yeah.
Actually, he just played Fortnite yesterday and got 269,000 views.
Yeah, I think that was like his first Fortnite stream in a while.
Actually, he's been playing Fortnite the past like the past 3 streams. Actually.
Really? What?
Yeah, actually, almost all of his streams. Fortnite. That looks like Splitgate, actually. That doesn't look like Fortnite. I'm pretty sure that's Splitgate. But yeah, apparently he's been playing Fortnite like this whole past week. But one of them definitely looks like Splitgate. It doesn't look like Fortnite. It looks like Splitgate. Which Splitgate's alright. I'm shocked they didn't get sued. He's definitely Halo.
We can take advantage of them. The Chili Chug
Just
Splash,
like
they're
with
clicking ready.
Portal.
It's either going to be a pad or it's going to be a Chili Chug Splash into a quick take. What will the answer be? As we see, Epic Well, Archonrex trying to get a triple spray down, but not necessarily finding success yet. Still sitting on the number of Elims. We aren't into the cascading placement points yet. One more trio will need to fall. But look at the zone play. We're pulling back towards Misty.
A lot of old builds coming through. Are gonna go for the high ground there.
Yeah. I'm sure that he gets frustrated though because like since he took such a long gap, he's not gonna be top players anymore. Like
damage like that.
There's so many
he's
people
not,
now,
like, I watched
yeah.
him, he's pretty rusty. Like, I watched him, I actually, like, caught, because, like, remember how, like, he got a deal to go to a different streaming
Yeah,
service,
Mixer.
and then that streaming service, yeah, Mixer, but then they fell through because they paid so much money to get him to go over there and stream just for that, and then they didn't even work out as a company. So now he's back on Twitch, right? But, like, I saw, like, his first Fortnite stream on Twitch in, like, a long time, and he was, like, he was pretty rusty. Like, he got, like, sniped from far away, and, like, got actually, like, headshot and just
But if
done.
challenges don't
Like,
come out and players actually dip down,
Dang.
they're going to be in trouble because that search number is absolutely going to be driven upwards here in a little bit.
Yeah, he's gonna have to, if he wants to get back into the way he was, he's gonna have to play a lot more.
It's going to come through, and it's going to come through right now. We
Yeah,
are in
he'll
that
have to,
7 zone. You
like,
can see it happening
put the
in the
effort
bottom
into
right-hand
it
corner.
again.
This is 25 damage, 33 below.
Because what was he playing before?
He finds attacks, but he finds some back in return. Chug splashes from his teammate, topping Arkham
I
off.
think
And
he
a
was
great decision there to open up and trade a little bit of HP. Snacky though,
Wasn't
going
he Halo
to
before
find a knock
Fortnite?
in the feed.
No, like, I mean when he went to Mixer, like, what was he playing over there?
Our top 17 placement points are now going to start coming through
really?
on the high ground
Really?
paths. Reed and
Really?
Snacky, and you see Storm Surge
Let me
not
just
hitting
hit
them
me.
anymore.
Yeah, it was,
Oh, they fucking bounce padded us.
yeah, I'm gonna come back over here to this spot.
I can't scare people. Like, we actually were just chilling, and we're fine.
They're well above Storm Surge now. Do have to eat a couple chug splashes and a flop of Arkham. That's third
Swear to
elimination.
God,
They're
you're
up to
right
5
behind
total.
me, you better not have
67
another
points now,
fucking
so we're into the
pad.
14. Top 30. So Storm Surge will drop, but this zone pulling back away, and oh, it just bounced away from the crash site. If it had pulled through, it would have been near impossible for any of these teams to rotate. Vanillas goes down, and Arkham finds his 4th, up to now 7 for the trio.
Oh, Vanilla's
I don't know
dead.
what he was playing over there. I think he was playing, not, I don't think he was playing Fortnite over there. Like, he had to have been playing something.
No, I don't think, yeah, I don't think he was playing Fortnite.
But Arkham and Epic Whale are playing outside edge of zone. Gonna go down because of it. Epic Whale in the zone does have floppers, does have the chug splashes. His teammate Rex gonna be right above him. Arkham will fall to Poppy. What a big elimination there. But third place is right around the, or rather second place is right around the corner. They can take it from Symmetrical, Temple, and Wavy Jacob. But first place up above.
They paid him
looks to
$30
secure
million
it. If they're not
to
getting
stream on
Elam,
Mixer.
that lead still gets cut
Could you
into.
imagine
That
paying
lead
somebody
still
$30
can get
million
taken away.
just to stream
Arkham
exclusively on
and
your
not
thing
gonna
and then
be able
your
to do
thing just
anything there.
breaks?
Epic Whale and Rex have
Yeah.
to try to find hip to hip,
Like,
box to
lose it
box,
all.
and move.
Yeah, if you're not paying attention and, like, aware of every surrounding you have,
Don't have as many
you
points
could go
again.
down in a split
This is
second.
great for Arkham, Epic Whale, and Rex. As we see Rex having 2, Arkham with 5, Epic Whale with 1. They are operating on this low ground. They have it secured out. Not a lot of builds remaining. They're gonna have to find a refresh, and they're gonna have to find it soon. 40R looks to be
Which
the
is
one
kind
to
of weird
do it
because
on.
Ninja was
Coffee
playing
flips and
Apex
sides are
back
just
when
too
my
far
brother
off
was
the top.
saying that Apex
Yep,
was
they have the
broken.
ultimate low ground control. Somebody's gonna have to drop it, and actually Eclipse is looking to potentially chop, but as I say that, we'll get the edit
So
going
apparently
on.
he was
Trying to
playing
own
like
a little bit of
Minecraft
space as we
Fall
are going to go just a little bit jump in the hill. You can see
Modern
Epic Whale trying to adjust the
Warfare
layer here. This is
Mixer.
where they will run into 40R Storm.
I don't know why I've been having this weird feeling of playing Minecraft. Like, I don't know why.
As all of a sudden they went from 4 elims right up
Have you
to
ever
7.
played it
If they
before?
get confirmations
Yeah, I used to play it, like,
taking over as well.
back then, but, like, I never played it like how these people play it. They do it to, like, go to the nether and kill the dragon. I just played it just to build random stuff.
In the zone, needs to get the siphon, will push through, and he gets
See, I
not
have
one,
Minecraft
but
on my
2
Switch,
siphons
but I
take
don't
over
really
from,
honestly
and all of
play
a
it.
sudden,
Like,
it turns
I like,
to 12
so
elims.
I
Rex
like,
Epic Whale, it's a 2v2.
I play it more
They,
because
honestly,
like,
they need this win.
my
They need to push
stepson
through, they
like
need
is
to find the zone,
obsessed
but
with
Fast
like
is going to be able to get a med kit. They have the chili chug splash
Minecraft.
as
If I
well.
did it
Epic
to
Whale
have something
trying
in
to find
common with
something,
him
and he
because like he doesn't always want to play
Epic Whale
Fortnite, and
says
Fortnite's more like the thing I'll play, but like he also doesn't understand Stardew Valley. It's too much of a patience game, so
but you can't
Yeah.
fully celebrate because they sent Reed and Favs back
I don't
into
know.
the zone. And while
I've been thinking about it, but I'm not sure if, I don't know.
game turned in very quickly to still a double-digit elimination game from our current leaders. The 4 times defending champs pick up the victory out, Clay. I mean, they're trying to close the gap.
Oh, and I think they've closed it a little
that your
bit.
friend
And
standing over
now
here? Is that some
they've got a
random
win under
person
their
whose,
belt.
like, foot is
And
in my
that is
face?
huge. That is momentum. They can
next to you is a random.
Like in this break, we're gonna have to throw it to Z.
Yeah, they're foot in my
Panda
face.
and Raquel.
My goodness.
What
I'm
other
so
games do you
thankful
play,
that
or
they
you
did
just
not catch
strictly
my
like
reaction to that game.
mainly play
I got
Fortnite?
out of my chair, I was freaking out. The problem
I play
is,
Fortnite,
yes, they got
obviously,
themselves
like,
victory out, but
a lot.
remember, Five
And
Stack 3, they got
then,
12 eliminations, while Arkham Rex and
I
Epic Whale got
play
9.
So
Stardew Valley,
they still
which I don't
lead
know
by
if you've
2
heard of that.
points, right? So
No, I have no
even the
idea.
Big Real, and Company, they still
It's
come
pretty
out
chill
a little
game.
bit ahead, but
It's
really
like
not by
it's like
much.
honestly
I
like
can't
it's like the
believe
chillest
we
game you
just
can play. You
watched
kind of just like
this
farm.
happen. This
You
is
like have a
your
farm and
returning
you like
trios
inherit your
champions
grandfather's
fighting off
farm and you have
who
to
we
like
believe
farm
could
up
be the new
and like you
champions
go
after
mining and stuff.
today.
It's very
And
very
it
chill and it's
goes
like
a certain
co-op
way. I'm
to
just
like
also just
multiplayer so you can play with multiple
that
people.
shot onto Fabs.
It's just a very like relaxing chill game. That's all I can say about it. Like,
okay.
And then I have Animal Crossing, but honestly, like I haven't really played that in like a minute. And then like obviously like Super Smash Bros. Like the OGs and all that stuff. I tried Splitgate, I could not get into Splitgate. Dead by Daylight, I play a good amount of.
Ooh, I'd be down to play that, not gonna lie. Last Halloween stream, Dead by Daylight, that'd be insane.
Dead by Daylight's fun. Hey, hold on 1 second.
Gotcha.
To dethrone the Kings here, and they've done a good job so far. Just looking at the abilities that they have as a trio, they work together, they play together, they know how to get the eliminations, and ultimately that's what you need here to be on top.
Yeah, the way that they're able to play this game right now, like obviously Timberbeat does.
What's up, Elmo?
Kind of able to clean it up a little bit.
FF14 online is cool.
Zone, the kind of issues that they're facing here.
Iron Man, what's F? Final Fantasy? Oh, yeah, Final Fantasy. Wait, I think I've played Final Fantasy. I think I played Final Fantasy 15. Let me see. Final Fantasy, is it 15 or is it 14?
To overcome adversity, and that's why you see them here still in the top 3. But we gotta talk about it.
Final Fantasy
Still a
15.
little over a 40-point lead over Arkham Rex and Epic Whale.
Yeah, I've played 15. I really enjoyed 15. I thought 15 was dope.
Following that victory royale for them, so it's going to be really interesting. Obviously, Symmetrical Tip will be Wavy Jacob. They're still very close.
Me, I can't even shoot a tomato.
We see this gap begin to close. That I'm so stressed. I can't even imagine what's going to happen next.
You know what's even crazier though is that we saw Reet and Arkram's team both be below threshold around zone 7. So to see them be in that position, just kind of brush it off and not have any issues with it. Also, we rarely get to see Reet, Fabs, and Snacky hold height. Typically, they kind of dominate from the low ground, especially Arkham Rex and Epic Whale dominating from the low ground as well. So to see them grab height there, walk away with the, or almost walk away with the VR, but walk away in second place. I mean, it all comes down to the end game, and I don't think I've ever seen a better end game than that.
And one thing I want to add, right? We actually saw this yesterday. Reed and company have made one mistake twice now, where that led them to getting second place. They left themselves open in a position that ultimately could have been covered, and they would have been able to get to heal factor, right? So we saw in the inventory there were chug splashes there. There were more to it than just the med kit. And on top of that, when he was taking the med kit, he left himself open to a shot, which ultimately led to them getting second place, despite them having the heal advantage, which is huge, right? So Epic Whale was able to take advantage of that and get the victory royale. We saw it yesterday with Geltico able to pick it up in a similar situation where they were
probably
pretty
like
weak. It was
quite a
just
few.
Reed
Like I
left
just
over
like
when they
I played
had the heal
Phasmophobia
factor,
too.
they had everything going
I
into
That
it.
game, I want to play it. It looks
They got
interesting.
they made those mistakes. So
It's
they
fun.
need to clean those little
It's
mistakes
like
up, or they're gonna
I've
end up
had a
falling.
friend buy it and they hated it.
Those little mistakes
So
that
it's
will
like one of
cost
those
them,
that
right?
it's very
And
much like to
just
each your
so you
own.
know that slap on the
Yeah.
wrist,
Honestly, like if you're into that
okay,
kind of
guys,
stuff.
if we run this back,
Because like it's a lot of this now that they have more developers. Because it was just like the one person. Now it's like there's more going on, and it's kind of sucky because I played it so much when it was like not as good versus how it is now. And like I have 144 hours logged on it, but like never I haven't touched it again since they've had more stuff. But yeah, Dead by Daylight, Stardew. Let's see. I can actually look at my freaking Steam
Yeah,
account.
4 more matches left. The lead keeps getting
Some of them I haven't touched in
down.
like a hot minute
Again,
though.
I talked about the start of last game.
Fall Guys I played for like
Every single
a
time
minute,
we've
but then
looked at
like
that leaderboard
I
since
got
they
kind
dropped
of
out
like
the top 10.
Yeah, I played Fall Guys in the beginning, like when it first came out.
One more spot, haven't slipped down.
yeah, like I played a good amount of it, and then like I got tired of it.
That's to the top. The question is with 4 games, can they muster come back? There's so
I
much
mainly
on the
play a lot of
table to play.
Fortnite. Like I do
Question
like the
is,
creative
what are
modes
you
and stuff
looking
like
at
that too in
first?
Fortnite.
Yeah,
Then
I've
you
been
get
having
bored of,
more
like, the
fun
stuff, you
there.
kind of switch it up.
Yeah, I've been having more
Like,
fun
I'll
in
do
creative.
the prop hunts. Yeah, like I'll do the prop hunts, which aren't bad. Like my stepkids like it a lot. Like they're obsessed with it.
The dog?
Like, let's do a prop hunt. I'm like,
So solo and risky? That's Fabs going down.
You having fun over there, Jaji? Well, I see you flying around.
First game, 46.
Yeah, I like prop hunt. I like hide and seek. I think the imposters is fun if you have a group though. I don't really like playing it like
So-
by yourself.
yeah, I've tried it by myself, and like I've ended up blocking a couple people on there because like they were like super kind of toxic in the lobby, and like then I'd go back into the game for like the next round and they'd be in my lobby again, and then like I was getting like the same people in my lobby like 3 times in a row, so like at some point in time I like ended up blocking like a couple people because they were being like really awful, and then after I did that, like I haven't had them in my lobby again.
The reason you can't really push it is all of those drop spots with
I mean toxic in a way that like they were being kind of like blatantly like racist and stuff in chat, like vocally racist to like everybody there, and I was like, I'm not into this. Like,
Yeah.
for no reason.
As soon as I hear it in
that's,
the
like, the only thing that I
beginning,
don't like about the voice chat is like it's very toxic. Like there's a lot of like toxic people in it.
yeah. As soon as I hear it started the game, I try to mute them instantly because I get toxic when I get mad. So like, I'd rather just not listen to them than go and be the same as they are, because then it's just gonna turn into a big old argument.
There was like one time where like this guy was like, I'm a content creator, like if you mess with me, like I'll get all of you banned like instantly, and like, but then he was being kind of really mean to like these kids for like no reason. Like this kid, like he was like, you always play SpongeBob, like I'm reporting you to like everybody. Da, da, da. And the kid's like, he's like, I can't help it. Like my little brother's watching SpongeBob in the same room as me. I'm on my Switch. And,
Man, I would have talked so much.
It was like an older dude too, and the kid was like, I can't do it, and so like the guy was like, well, he's like, I'm voting for you, everybody should vote for you, and so like I got mad because it's like a little kid, like obviously he can't help when it's like he's like in the same room sharing stuff with siblings, like so I was like leave him alone. I was like, he's not doing anything, and then he's like nobody's talking to you, and then like everybody else started kind of getting upset, and then they're like no, they're like, you don't need to talk to her or him like that. They're like, you're being ridiculous right now. Like he's like, oh, I'm reporting everybody in this whole lobby then. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, you're a horrible person. And I was like, I can't. But he was like being really mean to a kid. Like the little boy was like obviously kind of like, you could hear it in his voice, he was getting upset. And I felt really bad, and I was like, no, I can't. And I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, you're not gonna be mean to a little kid who can't help what's going on in his surroundings.
Yeah, I don't have patience for it at all. Like if I'm off stream and I'm playing the game, I'll get toxic real quick. But it's like I try not to, because then eventually that comes out, and then it's like, ugh, I like bad now, you know. I just have a small tolerance when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it's cool to like say, like if you're an adult or a teenager or somebody like saying things that are like not so nice to like children, because like they're children, like they're innocent, like I don't know. Like if there's a child and like somebody being mean or like kind of attacking them, like I won't put up with it. Like this dude was like in his 40s sounding though, like he sounded like an old ass man. So it's like there's no reason for it. Like I got really mad, and then everybody in the lobby got really mad, and then we all ended up voting him out.
That's the best thing to do. That gets him upset the most, getting kicked out.
Yeah, well then at the end of the game, he waited the entire game, and it actually took a hot minute for us to finish the game, because like, we all sat there the next time that we like, got to the voting day, like apologizing to the kid, and we're like, sorry you have to deal with that, like, you know, like, we all got your back, like, you know, you don't, like, all that stuff, and we were like, it's okay, thank you, and like, it was just shitty. And then he waited to the end of the game, and he's like, I want you guys to all know I've reported every single one of you guys for cursing and being awful people. And we're like, you're the one that was being awful. Like,
yeah, people like that just do that to feel better about themselves.
Like attacking a child. Like, the kid sounded like he was like 6 or 7. He sounded like a little one.
Did it. Arkham Epic Well and Rex are tough to top.
It happens. Sometimes you get chill people, sometimes you just get a lobby full of idiots.
Reed, when it comes to qualifiers, has always been a mixed bag.
Like the beginning of this lobby, but we were patient and waited it out, and now they're gone.
Yeah. Eventually they get bored and they're like, yeah, because not everyone likes to sit here and watch it, you know?
Yeah.
Like me, I wouldn't even watch it, but I was like, you know what? I could chill on the stream, talk to everybody, and just relax while having my stream on. I really don't have to do anything but talk. So I was like, I'll do this for a little bit, and then after that, I'll actually play.
A little bit more laissez-faire in terms of how you're pushing, in terms of what you're doing.
Did you hear in China that they're like eliminating Fortnite for good?
Why?
Yeah, like they're shutting down servers. Like there's not a specific reason, but like November 1st, you're not allowed to make a new account, and November 15, the servers are shutting down.
That's weird.
Yeah, like no more Fortnite for China. It's crazy.
It's probably because of censorship.
Who knows? Kind of sucks
Fortnite
though.
probably has something that they don't want to have over there.
Well, yeah, China has its own separate Fortnite in a way, because over there you're not allowed to buy V-Bucks and skins. You earn it while playing. And like certain skins that they have, we don't have, or they're altered because it's like it affects the nationality or religion of China. I don't know. So it's like it's kind of similar to Fortnite, but it's not the exact same Fortnite. So maybe I don't know. I really don't know. Skull are banned. Skull are banned in China. What do you mean Skull? Like Skull Trooper?
Skulls?
I don't know. He just said Skull are banned in China. I don't know what that means. Skull? Like, oh, Skull Trooper is banned in China? What the heck? Why? Is this a skeleton? That's pretty dumb. Dang, that's crazy. I guess it's just based off of beliefs. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Closing in on the halfway point of today. Don't forget we played 6 matches yesterday. We'll have 3 more after this match. We've seen a decent amount of shake-up at the top of the leaderboard right now. Lots of fighting going on.
Skulls are not allowed in games in China. Really? What the heck? Do they know that they have skulls in their head? Like, do they know that?
Like it's a normal thing.
Yeah, it's not like it's bad. What the heck?
Also down in this little bit of a valley. However, everybody's just kind of posturing up a little bit, making themselves look big, throwing some rounds around. And I was about to say nobody's really committing to a fight. But
They remove skulls. That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's cool to know though. Like I didn't think of that. So if I were to go to China with my PlayStation and play my Fortnite, am I gonna be playing their Fortnite or I'm gonna be playing my Fortnite? Like I go over there and I have like all the rare skins because they don't have the same skins we got. Sell my account for a couple $1,000, come back.
We've got 4 different trios here. Jelty, Krizix, and Andy trying to get involved, trying to grab any of the sexual loot. They'll grab one. That's going to be Delta going down there.
I don't know. I kind of like it, like the skin collection that I have.
That's too many
Yeah, see him. I got a decent amount.
unknown variables. I don't want to have to do math while playing Fortnite.
Like I got mostly battle pass skins because like it's rare for me to buy a skin. Like I only buy a skin if I like it.
Immediate decisive action of, hey, we know you're rotating through. Let's go.
But
I've had skins gifted to me by like friends, and then like I've bought some that I've like liked.
yeah, same. You can't watch YouTube in China? What?
Oh yeah, I've heard that one before.
What the hell? So if I go over there and I'm walking around on my phone trying to watch YouTube, I get in trouble? You've been to
The
China?
YouTuber might not work if you're over there.
That's dumb.
Do the things when the pressure is on you. That is an absurdly valuable life lesson. So
That's really dumb. I think that's really dumb.
when you're trying to instant reset a window while also
Well, China's
placing
probably just
phones
trying
on
to
somebody's
focus all their
boxes and
people on
communicate
like
your
being the
teammates,
smartest.
they need
or
them to then
whatever,
open a
bro.
window so you can have a shot in less than 2 seconds. Like, you're doing a whole bunch of math in your head. Like, there's trigonometry in there, so like, don't just.
But I mean, if you connect your phone to like Wi-Fi, and you have YouTube on your phone, like,
Players who make it look so absurd.
I don't know.
They do, as we saw in the feed, Arkham, Epic and Rex pick up an Elam.
Another
On the
one.
south.
No, it's banned. You can use VPN though. Really?
Especially because we saw Reed, Paz, and Zaki.
Well, I don't think I'm ever going to China.
You say it the most. Tournament management. Well, they were in tournament management since
The only place I'd want to go over there is like Japan,
they don't want to go
like in
down
that
the
general
league.
area.
Yeah. I say like Tokyo.
Conglomerate of players to the
Tokyo sounds kind of dope to go to. Yeah, I guess.
I had a friend that was like stationed over in Japan, and she used to tell me all the time that like the food was like amazing.
The thing is, I'm picky, so like, I don't know how well I would be over there.
Well, okay, do you like ramen noodles?
Yeah.
They make like really good homemade ramen noodles. That's what she used to always tell me. And I like ramen noodles. I was like, dang, that sounds legit. I was like,
For real. Like, I like ramen, but it depends what's in it. Cause like I know they put eggs. I'm not a fan of eggs. Like, I don't like eggs that much.
they get like a soft boiled egg, and then like usually like green onions, and then like slices of pork.
Alright, you got me with the pork. That sounds good. That sounds good.
It is. I've made it at home here before. Like I'll take a pork tenderloin and I'll like fry it up and then put it on top of like our soup, and then like cut it up with the stuff and eat it. It's really nice.
Fire. I know they have like the super spicy noodles over there, right? I've seen like people eat it on YouTube, like the super hot ramen, something like that.
Eggs.
Yeah.
Mukbang videos.
Mukbang.
I've seen those too. Where they're like super fucking red.
Yeah, they're like,
Very red, like the reddest noodle you'll ever see, like unnatural red.
it doesn't even look edible. Like,
Dude, I don't know how they do that, cause like I see that, cause like so we have an Asian mart up the street from us, and they like sell spicy like ramen there, and like I've gotten it before. Like I've like preemptively taken Tano's. I already know I'm gonna get a headache, and like I've eaten it before. And dude, it was like the spiciest thing on my lips. Like it wasn't even like my mouth was burning really bad. It's like my face was burning.
jeez. Yeah, because that affects your whole
I don't
body.
know how they eat this, and I like yeah, I like threw away the pack. I felt like very like I had to lay down afterwards. I felt like it was too much.
She needs some milk.
I was like, I can't. I was like, I thought I could handle spice. I can't do it. I was like, I'm out. I was like,
Yeah, I don't like
I went
spicy
to lay
food.
down. I was like, it hurt my stomach so bad. Like I thought I was gonna get like an ulcer. Like in that moment.
Nah, I don't like spicy food. I don't like anything hot. Like, I
can
not a
do
fan.
spicy, but like I can't do like unnatural spicy. Like if I can't do like so I can do spicy if it's like
Simple.
very little or like or simple like or something I added myself to, or like I know my tolerance level. I can add this. I know what I can handle. Not something that's like an unnatural amount of like spice that it's gonna kill you when you eat it.
Bro, these guys came back just to annoy us.
Like when you're hitting Scovilles, like that's when you lose me. When you're hitting like I'm out. Like you're talking about Scovilles, like I'm done. Like I'm not eating that. Like
What's that one? That one
what
pepper,
is that
ghost
from
pepper.
you? Did you put your beanbag up?
Oh yeah. Let me scoot over a little bit.
I was like, my entire screen just turned yellow.
My bad.
We saw the first chink in the armor. However, last
Like Flamin' Hot Cheetos aren't bad. They're pretty like they're decent, like spice wise. Takis I cannot eat. Like I will not do it.
I don't know. I just avoid it. Like, the most I'll eat is maybe wings, and that's like rare.
I like garlic parmesan wings and stuff.
And yeah, that's what my mom eats. I'm just original with the barbecue. PSR Eclipse. PSR Eclipse. I think I got him on Twitter actually. Let me check. I think I do. You can search to see if Fortnite China has Skull Trooper in let me see. Fortnite China.
Relatively far north, is right over the side, and they drop down. But now, all of a sudden, 2 different trios looking at him. And Reed, we talk about it, 3 different trios looking at Reed. Tons of damage going through. Somebody saw a shield break. Snacky also taking a bunch. Numbers are being called out all over the place. They're going to group up, get back together, use some chunk splashes. But this is very dangerous. If they're not able to really push out, the other team.
I'm kind of disappointed though. Like, even though it doesn't affect me, I do feel bad that like all the people that do play Fortnite and stuff over there is like rip.
I mean, that'd be like the United States doing something like that, but they would never.
Oh no, hell no. Cause like over here, there's so many people that play, wasted money, like thousands and thousands of dollars. People that do this for a living, they just play Fortnite. Like, they'd get sued by a lot of people, I believe.
I mean, I spent a lot of money on my Fortnite account.
Yeah. I've spent
like,
maybe a couple
that, like, I
hundred.
put money into my account to buy like V-Bucks, and I bought like other people's skins and stuff with it too. So it's like,
yeah, I probably wasted maybe like max, maybe like $200, maybe max.
Could you hear me chewing?
Not really.
Okay.
So they might start closing in on flipping that second place right back over. Yeah, Trix ends up going down. 3 teams now potentially under storm surge pressure.
Here Arkham, Epic Whale, and Rex going to do this in game. We saw them play for high, we saw them play low. They were in the mid ground and dropped all the way to low. So I'm excited to watch what they do. But what's even more exciting is that
I don't know. I think every game I play, I spend money in. Like, it's just inevitable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I take that back. Stardew Valley is a one-time purchase, and you never have to spend any money for DLCs or anything in it ever.
What game?
Stardew Valley.
Oh, okay. How do you spell that? What is it? Stardew?
It's Stardew Valley, so it's like Star and then New, like the D-E-W, and then Valley.
Okay, so right here.
Yeah, it's like cheap to buy, and then you just only do one purchase.
Oh, it kind of looks like Pokemon.
Yeah, it's got like the kind of it's got graphics like that, like the older Pokemon though, and then
Yeah, the OG.
yeah. And so, but I don't know, it's a lot of fun. Like, I didn't think I was gonna like it because I'm not usually like I kind of get like very bored with those kind of games very fast, but I actually really like it a lot. Like, it's very like if I'm ever like in a chill mood, I don't want to like actually like play Fortnite.
Yeah.
Be hot sometimes. Somebody really shooting the screen.
Dang, this thing throws me back to Pokemon days. No cap.
It's fun. I like it a lot. Like, I get the mod for fishing because I play it on PC, so there's like a mod for fishing because the fishing game's like intense.
Dang.
You don't have the mod.
I had downloaded a fishing game. I don't know why. And like, I played it maybe for like about a good minute, and I deleted it. Like literally 60 seconds, I think I played that game. I've been wanting to play because I downloaded what did I download? I downloaded Splitgate. I haven't played it yet. Spellbreak, I downloaded. I haven't played it yet.
It's okay.
What else did I download? I think I downloaded
I
Rocket
played
League.
Spellbreak back when it was in beta.
Is it good?
Spellbreak? I mean,
Yeah.
in beta, I was kind of like very iffy on it, and then I kind of like I had it on my Switch, and then I deleted it, and I haven't put it on my PC or anything. And then, what is your friend doing?
I have Split. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll test it out. I don't know. Like I have it installed.
I don't know. I could like. I couldn't get into Splitgate. Like it reminds. So it's a lot like Halo, but like add Portal. It's like Halo and Portal had a baby. Like I'm shocked they didn't get like a lawsuit from Halo because it's a lot like Halo. I couldn't get into Splitgate, but I've heard other people like rave about it. So I don't know. I think it just depends on the person.
Yeah, I don't know. I know I downloaded a bunch of games. Let me see. Let me check on my app.
I downloaded like A Way Out to try playing that one.
Ooh, A Way Out. That sounds. Oh, I've seen the gameplay of it. I haven't played it though.
I haven't either. So I played It Takes Two. That was pretty fun. A Way Out, like it's basically like the same concept.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You have to try and get out.
It's made by the same creators.
Yeah, they are. And then I played The Sims, but I've been playing The Sims since I was like 11.
Seems. I think my little sister used to play that. That and freaking Roblox.
The Roblox servers were down like this entire weekend. From what I
Your
heard.
butt is in my face. It was.
Yeah, who, me?
Yeah, like I think it was you. I'm not sure. Somebody's butt was in my face.
It might have been mine because I was dropping down because your friend put his butt in my face and sat
Oh.
there, so I moved.
What game is this? Is it game? Damn, I didn't see it. Is it 10 or 11? Game. This is still game 9? Sheesh. I think I'd rage quit playing like that.
What'd you say?
I said playing like the way that you guys play, I'd probably rage quit. Like,
I would too. I think I'm done. Like, when do you usually like play Fortnite and stuff?
to be honest, it just depends on my mood. Like sometimes I'll be like,
Do you and Alien know people in real life or no?
Nah, I met Alien on stream.
Oh, nice.
Like most of the people that I play with,
Like, why?
most of the people I play with or talk to in my chat, I don't know them in person, just on like met on the game.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know. It just depends. Like through the day, like I'll be like, do I want to play Fortnite? Do I want to just not play? It just depends. I usually play at night though.
Sometimes I just veg out and watch TV in bed or something.
Yeah.
But still, the fact that Arkham, Rex, and Epic Will did fall a little bit earlier, right? They got the eliminations. They're moving. They're starting to separate themselves
I hate playing at nighttime though because like playing the game time flies so fast, so it's like you look and it's like 4 hours have passed and it's like what the heck.
Teams, they're obviously kind of the two main characters of our story, but also Symmetrical's team just dominating on the low ground there, grabbing over 10 eliminations towards the end there, and it does go to the way of Reet and
Threw
Fabs,
that thing
and you
perfectly
gotta
at
look
me.
at it being the fact that they do have height, they play that a lot smarter, and obviously they learned from the previous game to not go down too aggressively, have one person stay
They like
out
do that
from
like
height,
bad, like
so they
right
were
now
able
I'm
to walk
lagging
away with
really
that
bad.
VR, but just like you said, only with a handful of eliminations, which does to be
All right, next game starts in 3 minutes. Who we fighting?
Yeah, and this
I can't even pull out my pickaxe. What the heck?
plays into the actual drop that they have, the early game that they've been able to create for
What is this? Oh,
Yeah, it's lagging really bad on my screen.
I found some weapons.
right? Obviously, your early game is so important, looting up, getting what you need, and then going and positioning yourself in zone. They have all of that pretty
What
free.
the heck?
Now that they fixed the surge issue that we saw them face in
You're like
Game 1,
levitating on my screen.
I just don't see them slowing down. So it's just it's looking pretty good for the boys.
Yeah, because I have
All right,
the
okay. So we're gonna
jetpack.
take a look at the standings in just a
Oh, I don't see it. I didn't see it. Oh, now I see it. Here you go. I brought you a weapon.
things happening in the early game. Now, keep in mind, we're gonna see some yellow lines on the screen. That is the
Oh.
path the players have taken
You were robbed.
to end up where they were. So, I want you guys to break these down for us. I'm really excited about this battle map.
We're actually going to be using the battle map to break down Reed, Snacky, and Fab's drop.
Are you lagging?
Split is a very unique split that we see here. You actually see Fabs, or Snacky, I mean, and Reed land over here closer to Corny Complex. Now, as the game continues on, you'll see, or you'll wonder, where's Fabs, right? Where can Fabs be?
I think
Fabs
think
is
so.
actually over in Risky Reels, and we'll look at that in a second. But Snacky and Reed quickly loot up these two different split areas and immediately then go to reconvene with Fabs, which finds himself over here in Risky Reels. Now, the important thing to mention in all of this is the pathing. You see this blue line actually shows...
Yeah, I figured you were lagging.
blue in.
Because your character, like, look,
Represents
is like walking in place. Or, oh, wait. Oh, here you are.
shows genuinely how efficient he was with his time. So, looking at this all together, now you have them as a team reconvening just south of Risky Reels and then find themselves towards the convergence.
Hopefully these next 3 games finish quick.
And ultimately get a
Then we
really
can hop in a
solid
match and
position.
do some
This is gonna be
challenges.
super important to their gameplay and how they...
Then they're already at 327 points.
And here it is. You see why they've been successful so far. 327 points on the
Right.
board, and a lot of that has to do with that drop.
And of course, a lot of it has to do with that VR that we just got to see now.
I want to know like where they get their names from. Like Reet, LOL,
These incredible
Snacky,
with second place and elimination,
Agrim,
and eliminations.
Rem, Rex,
Bringing them up to 285 points. And, you know,
Poofy,
I have to say it, and this
Bumboy,
tends to be what happens every NA West, but our top 3 teams
Booga.
are
Like what's a
slowly
Booga?
starting to
Like
break
what
away
the heck?
from the rest of the pack right now. And to me,
Maybe
the
it's just
big
something they
story
make it up.
is Rex Arkham
I feel like it.
Epic Whale right
Extra
here.
snacky
How
seems
they
like they're
performed
calling themselves a
yesterday
snack.
compared to how they performed today, they averaged around 8th. Obviously, we got to see their first 0 game in the finals out of what 50 games that we've always like seen them play.
Epic
so
Whale.
Definitely having a better day today with an average placement of 4th, but I
Booga
think
booger.
that might have blown up a little bit in that last
Epic
game.
Whale.
For whatever reason, they definitely
Maybe
were
because they
having
spent
some
so much
issues
money
with
on,
score surge here. We saw that Reed,
for
Fabs, and Snacky
epics,
were able to
like,
kind of fix up that
stuff.
issue from
True.
game
They just call
7
himself a
going
whale.
into game 8. But Arkham Rex and Epic Whale have
Well.
an issue with that, and I'm wondering if that has to do with these zones. Not a lot of wet zones. A lot of them are going south and east, so they are known to do their car rotations. Able to go.
Bumboy's a little weird, though.
So hopefully they'll
Yeah.
go just a second earlier so that they can box up and grab those tags that they need.
You see this
I'm not
person
even
in front of me that was
worried,
like trying to
right?
like get my attention. They're like throwing
Plenty
something
of
in my face.
games So they can come out, of course. They're right around 50 or so points behind.
Just do it,
but
you
that's
know?
still 3 games, right? We'll have to see how this continues to unfold.
What happened?
Do it to
Sorry.
everybody who's watching it. You see her?
And his trio can actually make a run at first place.
There's like
right?
a
It just
zombie-looking
depends which of
chick
these
who's like
trios
hitting everybody in the
falls early
face
where
right now.
mistakes are made
Did she do it to you
with
too?
these 3 remaining games.
Oh, this one?
That's enough from us for right now. Putting it back in the hands of Clay and Son now.
Or
Yeah, she's like trying to hit everybody who's watching in the face with like stuff.
let me see. I'm gonna get a hamburger and throw it at her. Where is it?
3 matches down today, 3 more to go.
Where are my toys? Where's the toy filter?
Welcome to match number 10 here in
Oh,
NA
you
West.
cannot. What the heck?
All
I guess it's not here.
6 free
You can't use a toy emotes.
Shallow.
Rip.
Asian feeds just a little bit landing to the west side. Gonna hop on board here to see what goes on with the loop path of Arkram. With Whale and Rex over at Believer Beach. So we can fly in a little
100 T, 100 thieves.
You can't use toys, but they're perfectly fine with people ruining the screen and hitting people with cars.
Mhm.
Need to do. I mean, they're
But then if they wanted to watch it, they'd get furious if someone did it. Like,
like, leave 60
Right.
of my maps serves me right there on 60 or so points. So that's just a really good game of Victory Royale with double-digit elimination. But of course, they need Reap, Paz, and Snacky to falter, and they've only faltered one game. That's hard. That's a hard and tall order to ask.
See, now your friend's doing it now.
Right now, tall orders.
Toxic.
So I actually see Nova say he's gonna hop on, do his best Bizzle impression, try and take this guy, get some shots off with that turret. We'll find a 40 tag in the air. Just have a little bit of the overheat, so gonna wait for that. But we'll be happy with what extra damage he ended up getting off because he didn't end up taking any return. They're gonna try and max the damage out onto Oka as he ends up getting taken down and actually take to the sky to try and chase Blesser off. So XLR going to try and follow the split. One will go to the right, the other will go to the left, and they'll try and meet back in the middle, and they should be able to tag out where he is. Yep, you can see the shots coming down from the side. XLR will pick that up, and that's 2 elims for them.
I hate that skin.
Great rotation out as well. They're going to be able to get back a little more mats and just a little bit more loot because they don't got a lot. And this side of the map will have a lot if they go for the fishing route as well. So it's good. I mean, and again, while first place may be out of reach for some of these trios, again, there's still prize money that goes up every placement point that you get at certain thresholds. So it's still worth to play your best Fortnite, to play your best game, because that money is thousands of dollars, and that is life-changing money. So even if you are in 19th place right now, or even if you are in 14th place, you can still get a lot more money if you just keep playing well.
You hate the skin that they're wearing right there.
Upgrades for Jelky there.
Oh, I can't see. Hold on. No, not that. What the heck is this?
Lever action shotgun.
Oh, what the heck? No, I was like I think it was a superhero skin, but they had it like all white. I don't know. To me, it just looks weird.
Making it through the first
That's
phase
weird.
of the game. We are over in NA
Like,
West.
why
Players
spend your money on
competing for
that?
their share of
Yeah.
kills, over $220,000 with the
I mean, it's a sweaty skin, but
lion's share of that, as well as the Axe of Champions and all the clout to say they are the Goliath Destroyers, the quick set and left hand side. They can stack first and second and individual elims respectively. I'm gonna say no real surprise there.
Hey, that person's getting lucky with
Not at
loot.
all. Not with how they're playing. And it's just so interesting to me
Who the
that
heck has a freaking car on
this
their
split
head?
has not been punished.
this guy.
No one
I want to
has
know what they're
decided
gonna do next season.
to take back Risky. No one has decided to take
Oh,
back
it's
any part
funny
of
again.
Corny. Just don't want to do it.
Why?
Like, I'm just really curious.
Like over by Zane Hill, like there's so much available in that area.
Well, we still got what? 2 more chapters?
Almost sustain an entire trio off it and
I think
yourself
so.
being generally in a
Because we're in chapter 8.
It's almost expected.
No, we're in season 8. I mean, so yeah, we need 2 more seasons.
Plus all of Corny, I mean, as long as they don't get messed up on their storm surge.
So I don't think they're just gonna leave it at season 8. Like,
You can do anything with that split. You basically
People
actually
are saying
have
we're
enough
supposed
to
to get a
utilize
whole
some of those
new map.
absurd
I
upgrade
don't
prices
know.
as well. 'Cause there's
I would
so
love that,
many
not gonna
safe,
lie.
gold, and quick quests in the area.
I think my
There
most
are,
hated
and
map was
it's
like the
just
Aqua
so
Man
much
map.
more loot than
oh yeah, I hated it.
Underwater, I was so annoyed. Dude, I was getting killed by the shark like every single play. It was like, oh, I'm doing so good. Like, look at all these kills I got, and then the shark kills me.
Our second
Yeah, it's
place
annoying.
trio, Symmetrical Temple and Wavy Jacob, who leads second place by 14 points. Still well within contention of taking home that first place, and they need quite a big pass to happen. They need Reap, Faz, and Saki to go down, or at least just have one of them up in those final moments where they can't impact the game
The
the same
person we
way.
played with yesterday that sent me a
That's
friend
hard.
request, that's a
Over
child,
200
right?
16 McLovin just for their life, trying not
I don't know.
Year one or whatever.
with what is 10
I think he's
HP
pretty
in
young,
a
yeah.
dream.
I think he's like 16, 17. I'm not sure.
I didn't accept it, so I was like, I only really add adults.
Yeah, I feel ya. He came from my stream, and then he always wants to play. I play as much as I can, but sometimes like I just like playing solo, or I just be chilling.
Knows they're there, and yeah, in fact, it was Kono that actually just ended up trailing him off there. So good job leading him towards the other tree and then saying, "Nope, I'm out." I was about to say the better situation here might have been to not even swim at all and just sit next to that waterfall, considering he was in kind of a light darker blue outfit. Like, just hope nobody happens to look down and see the shape there. But instead, Defiable will end up picking up Yumi Salko, trying to get on the backside here, but not covering his back and had to end it there. Finds the 74 headshot, but will then immediately be returned out. It's given
Dun 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 dun.
Cyclones are going to end up coming through. So Mojo, despite connecting shots, not to be able to find anything. He has tons of builds, but now all of a sudden, it's a 3v2, and they've been pushed back a little bit. Yumi is down, so will actually be a 2v2. Defiable and Mojo are able to get together and kind of put the pressure on it. Effectively, they could turn it into a 2v1 if one goes for a revive, but Defiable a little bit careless there. That should have been a situation where actually had the
we're
charge
hoping
out
that like you guys are the
punished
only
that
ones
trade
that landed there, and all of a sudden you find out there's like two other teams that also landed there right in the beginning.
Yeah, that ruins the whole like beginning of the game.
The whole strategy's gone. So you're using all the mats that you would have just collected too.
Still down on the ground, so make a much better decision.
Do you know who Cyber PK is? Yeah, I know who Cyber PK is. Yeah, because it's like you land at your usual spot, but if someone's there, you either have to back off and let them have it, or you're just gonna have to fight.
Exactly, but then at that point you're using all your like materials and your like ammunition and shit is like
Yeah.
it's a lot.
We'll push you. It doesn't matter. If we want these items, we want them. Zinx is looking for it.
I feel like it's whoever lands first has the higher chance of winning, because it's like usually you're gonna land on a gun first. So like if you land on an AR that's on the roof and you're still landing, you're gonna get lasered.
And that's not necessarily being careful. It's not the worst of the world again, because we kind of talked about.
He said Chapter 2 Season 9 might not come. He said it's gonna be Chapter 3 right away. I don't know. Oh, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I feel like they'll do up to 10 because that's what they did last season, but or last chapter. I don't know. It don't matter to me.
Well, I think I might hop off so I can like lay down and start winding. Well, I need to eat dinner and then start winding down for the night.
Gotcha.
It's like 11 o'clock here.
Oh, same. Yeah, it's 10:54.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm in Florida.
Yeah, me too. What the heck?
What the heck? Where?
I'm in Orlando.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm in like Lando Lakes, but going to be moving to Spring Hill in like a month or so.
Oh, I know people that live over there. That's in what, Tampa, right? Like Tampa area?
Yeah, it's like Tampa area.
Yeah, I know a bunch of people that live over there. It's crazy.
Okay.
Small world.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Alright, well, have a good night.
Yeah, nice watching FNCS with you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I might get on Fortnite on my Switch, but I don't know.
Gotcha, just let me know and we'll do challenges or whatever.
Okay, yeah, on my Switch I'm not that great though, so.
That's all good.
Alright, well, have a good night if I don't get back on.
Alright, later.
Alright, bye.
Bye. How's everyone doing in chat? Yeah, he said, I don't know, I hope, I mean, I don't know. I don't really care if there's more seasons, but I would like something new. Because like, these map changes are kind of like, like they're not satisfying.
That's why they're staying on the edge. There's not really natural high ground in this zone. There's not really an opportunity for anybody to take it. Yes, maybe on that destroyed dish that we see, maybe the edge by that cliff house, but
I think this is my favorite stream so far, because literally I'm just laying on my bed with my laptop, reading chat, talking to you guys, and then I just have my game on the screen. Like, this is the chillest stream I've done, or the most comfortable stream that I've done.
Heroes, yes, they are on the bottom side, but most people are going to know that. So they're the only team close up in that Northeast. They're going to have great lines of sight. Also, the thing to note with how this zone is pulled, yes, majority of the West Coast is water, but zones have a tendency to
Me just trolling.
So there's a more than likely chance that we keep going a little bit more west.
Like, a lot of people don't like watching this, but I feel like this is a great way to learn, like, what to, like, little strats and little, I don't know.
Epic Whale, Arkham, and Rex are going to have an opportunity to pressure these teams right now, but then they're going to be forced to rotate regardless of the situation. So these next moments are going to be very critical for what happens towards the outside part of the map.
Hey, look, it's Grisabelle, my skin.
75 below for...
Maybe one day you guys will see me in FNCS.
Don't have Midi there to help them get that damage. They were looking on to Reed, Snacky, and Faz to get it. We already see Reed down to 150 HP. We already saw them take a lot of damage and have to invest big shields earlier. So my question is, do they have a lot in their reserves? Do they have enough? And if they don't, are they going to be aggressive for it?
I mean, they're below Surge. They're without Midi, who... I don't want to say it's a knock on Kabu or Nico, but I would say Midi is definitely more the playmaker out of this group, the one who's able to kind of hit those big shots when needed. And it's not adding up necessarily in the favorites when you're going to roll the dice and you already know one or two of them are going to come up one. Like, yeah, 6 on the end would bring your average up pretty good, but you're still struggling there. As we do see our current leaders, the question is, how are they doing? We haven't checked in with them in a little bit. Fine in terms of Storm Surge, so all about position.
They should have done something like big today, like for Halloween, like the last day.
Seen out of them. They're also in a spot where it's going to be really rough to refarm. In addition to that, they're also in this absolute clown fiesta group of trios over on the eastern side of the map. Like, there's like 14 trios stacked on top of each other. Fortunately for them, it's Alex and Co right on the other side, and they're going to be more than comfortable to take this fight if they need to. But it looks like this other team might be underneath Surge, so trying to get some aggressive angles, setting up the right hands so they know they're going to be able to go for it. And yeah, you hear the Surge hitting on the other side. We can hear it. They can't hear that. So they should be able to at least take an advantage fight, knowing that the other team has to go.
Can Faz and Saki just hold on, or will they go for these shots and be a little too aggressive? They want the damage though, and it doesn't matter if you're going aggressive onto a team that has Surge hitting them, because you're almost always going to win that fight. Those are 3 quick eliminations for them, and they are going to get as much match as they need to get back in. You saw the other team decide, maybe, no, never mind. We saw the names, we're not going for it. We don't want to be involved in that, and look, just like that, back up to max materials. They've got a lot of shields as well. 2 launch pads being dropped over. So they're chilling.
Very fortunate for them that the team that Fox up next to him was one who was underneath Surge. They needed that reset, but hey, sometimes you need all of the cards to fall. They fell right on into their lap and they placed them up on the table. Nobody noticed. Going to be able to rotate back in the zone. We're going to swing.
You bored, Dodgy?
Arkham, Epic Whale, and Rex looking to try and find
Yeah.
a little bit of room.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Did pull further towards the western side with a little bit of center spin towards it. So almost
I find it boring to watch, but at the same time, it's
on the backside of the zone. They should find very
knowledgeable.
contestation over here.
Like, you can see where people mess up, where people do good at. It's a 50-50.
Our second and third place teams box directly on top of each other.
They're going to do it. They spread a little bit out, so they've got some distance. About 2 boxes, 3 boxes away from each other, but...
Oh, I didn't mean to press that button.
Able to take down Symmetrical Temple, maybe Jacob. That's got to be the motivation they need just to keep going.
It's almost done, though. There's only 2 more games, so...
From Rex, and I expect nothing less. But you've got to be careful when they're opening that many windows, one direction. You need to have someone back looking the other way, and Arkham is doing just that, watching and waiting, trying to find anybody on the other side. Maybe Jacob Symmetrical Temple, rather, going to just be joining in the spray, trying to get these players down, and you already see one of them. That's going to be Regulator, unfortunately falling.
Watching, waiting, anticipating, but they say that they will not go. They're going to carry the team right now. It's in Reed's hands. They're going to have to snatch it away. And these are the 2 trios.
Is Alien going to stream today? Do you know?
Match number 1 winners from yesterday, currently getting lobby focus. Everyone and their mother throwing bullets shots over towards the side. It looks like they're trying to take an outside launch pad, but as they do that, they actually hit a direct line of open space towards the second and third place trio, and those guys are not going to miss the shot. Symmetrical gets the conversion onto Blizzy. Wavy Jacob looking to try and harpoon away any of the extra materials. Symmetrical actually going to get the one onto Nate. So the first one they didn't get points for, but they'll be able to get the refresh. However, there's no white heels in there. This could get awkward. Good use of the harpoon by Wavy Jacob to pull his teammate in as we cut to a 3-box. So bottom right hand corner, current leaders, extra Reed, extra Snacky, 33 Fabs. Top second place, 33 Wavy Jacob, CLG Symmetrical, and Temple. Third place, our 4-time defending champs, 5-time across the board, 100 Thieves Rex, 100 Thieves Harkham, Energy, Epic Well, all three still up on their feet. Fourth zone did pull a little bit back inland, so we're going away.
Oh, he got a AUG. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the AUG. For like, I don't know. For their situation, I wouldn't use the AUG. I'd use an AR. Unless I don't have anything else, then I use an AUG. But for endgame, I'd rather have something to spray rather than just 3 bursts. But I mean, the AUG does shred if you hit your shots. So like, it's a 50-50.
Now, what I want to see from Arkham, Epic Well, and Rex is the decisive high ground takes that we've seen from Snacky, Fabs, and Reed, because that's what won
This guy.
so many of their FNCSs, is that they won it from high ground. They saw an opportunity and they took it. They did not hesitate at all. And that's what Reed's doing now. Every time there's an opening for high ground, it seems like they just take it. They just run with it.
Yeah, I think they're focusing almost a little bit too much on keeping their entire team up. We've only seen them challenge for height once or twice, and when it wasn't that successful, they're like, nope, we'll just know there's another opportunity. But because so many other people aren't going for it, if you're able to get a super early and established high ground, it makes it that much harder to take, especially when the high ground we've seen so far in West have gotten some pretty fortunate zone pulls when it comes to 7th or 8th zone. It's been very rare that we've had 7th or 8th zones continuously pull away and really burn out the mats and the utility on the high ground. And what that enables them to do is kind of just focus on playing the rest of the lobby, whittling down shots. It gives them a better chance of winning the game out when you don't really have to extend your builds. We will have at least 2 trios being hit by Storm Surge here in just a second. We have second and third still boxed directly on top of each other. First place is a little bit central with plenty of room. We just see Storm Surge running.
Bum, bum, bum. How's your guys' Halloween? You guys get candy and stuff? Or tell me about your Halloween, guys. Was it good? Was it bad? Was it sad?
Looking to drop that as well. There's the Storm Surge running. We'll see who starts throwing out shots.
Think would that be again? That team above them took second from them, and they won it back. They won first back.
I can't go outside. Why not?
Steps there. Reed is going to get an elimination on the Hako in the feed. That's another 2 points over them. More Storm Surge over them, and look where the zone
What
is
the heck?
coming. Got quite a bit of a track, but you're right. They've got
Like, you can't go outside, or you're not allowed to go outside.
So that's that 3 points. That was a 3-point swing going through right there because it pushed us into those
Where are you?
getting the full elim onto Haku, who's fortunate wasn't a down but not out, or yanking that elimination over. So gets the 2 points, then gets the +1 for the placement.
Philippines? Oh, yeah, I don't know much of over there. Dang, the pandemic is still bad over there. It's crazy.
For him, he's able to get a little bit of cover there. Wavy Jacob and Temple collapsing on him right away, but Wavy Jacob then accidentally gets yeeted over the side. Not sure if that's a missed movement, but Symmetrical's body gets boxed up. The veteran gets pulled away, and he's going to get taken down. Snacky also took just a ton of damage on that rotation. Everyone is packed in on the western side, so they need to be very careful. But at the same time, anybody who opens up on them on the low ground has to be careful because it's Fab, Snacky, and Reed.
I'm 11 years old. Oh, I didn't know. My bad, man. I thought you were a little older. If you want to go play a game, you can, Jaji. You don't gotta wait for me. I'll play after this ends, or you whatever you want to do. I just want to finish the FNCS.
Possibly pulling towards Riversun. It is actually going to pull straight back. Everyone in that top 3 is going to get a favorable zone for now. What are they going to do with it?
A little bit of space here, a little bit of time, a little bit of a breather. We will have a storm surge.
It's gone on your screen? What the heck?
6 trios who will be under threat by that, but can also expect the number to drop very quickly.
Maybe you gotta reset it.
This rotation we made, players taking the sky. Wavy Jacob going to clear his top. They're going to check up on the high ground. Potentially look to challenge, but realize this doesn't quite have the height, so they go towards the front. And again, they're also just a duo. This was our third place, or our second
I
place
can't
here
see
to
the
beat
FNCS.
from Epic Whale, Arkham, and Rex. Just
Try to go back to lobby, switch the game mode, and then join me again. Maybe it'll work for you. I don't know.
Is only a solo tarp. As we zip on down the low ground, we have first and third side by side.
But it's definitely still on.
Very good job of covering that and making sure
Ooh, sorry, excuse me. They're on game 10 of 12, so 2 more games left.
honed in, not going to be able to find the conversion as he does have his teammate covering his back. Good separation from Kytrex and Mekton, and right away they challenge and then they opt to drop. They say, hey, we
I almost made it 4 points away.
Sheesh.
Sheesh. How you doing, Laser? Next season I'll try to do more to see if I could attempt to make it. I doubt it, but
He has high ground. Tempo was able to pick up bolts. You can see Kytrex is separated away. Fast has also been separated, but high ground control is there. The question is how many mats, and does the pole go back to its old builds? It does, so they're going to be gifted that away. Second place.
doing good, man. Just enjoying the stream, you know, just relaxing. I thought it'd be kind of cool to just have this up and just chill, talk to the stream and stuff. It's pretty chill.
I'm going to keep running forward. Good job creating distance, and he's going to bow face. That's a full elimination coming through. Harpoon trying to pick it up, but still up on the high ground. Number
Yeah, you gotta be like top tier players.
Victory Royale from them. So many second
I want to
places,
practice more though.
belts, and right now, looking for victory round number 3. They had one yesterday. So many second places.
I want to
with
practice,
all
get
the
better,
high
and
ground
eventually
control.
go
Right now,
up until I get in there.
Epic Whale, Arkham, and Rex party position on top. Fast
And it takes more than just one player, you know. You gotta have a whole good, decent team.
But if high ground ends up being the team you're fighting, they're just going to keep that lead. So someone's got to make a play. It may need to be them. They're just trying to survive
Dang,
right now.
37
So that
people.
They may be comfortable just getting the second place, maybe getting the victory royale, and then going for the last game. But when you get there, when you get into these last 2 games, if the lead is too much, you got to be careful. They don't really have a lot of builds, but they've got 3 eliminations. Where are the players that are, and on top of them, we're going to drop down? Will Kimchi, will Garbage Truck, will Zoo start to make their way on down, or will high ground pressure be
Do you have edit on hold?
And they're still just raining shots from
I don't know. I don't know. I think so, but I think my hold's like 0.2 seconds.
End up having 7. The one thing I've noted, we're starting to see thinner builds. We're starting to see thinner tarps. We're starting to see them having to drop down. And when you're dropping down into this. You don't want to drop down into the era of Epic Whale, Arkham, and Rex, the 100 Thieves duo, and the energy cornerstone of NA West. But as I say that, continuing to just rain down elims from the top.
That guy's name was Garbage Truck. What the heck?
They keep getting first and seconds. You can only close the gap
Oh, okay,
so
yeah,
much.
the
As we
lowest,
saw
the lower the
in
better.
match number
Yeah.
9, where despite
I
winning,
don't
they
think
didn't
it's
gain
on
first round on the second place team.
it's not like
Have a 3v3
instant, but I think it has
first and second
I think it's like 0.2 or 0.3 second
for Snacky,
hold.
Reed, and Fabs. We have Yubi and Squishy in between, potentially trying to play spoiler, but Yubi instead just gonna give more points over. They're gonna
I need to practice my I think the main thing I need, well, first off I need a new remote. That's a first. Then I just need to really focus on my edits. But before I do any of that, I definitely need to get a new remote. Like 150% need to get a new remote.
They have to win this game. It's a 3v1, but can Reed
Oh, they won. Akram won. Nice.
They'll get the victory royale. They only pick up an additional 5 points though to close the gap. Clay, I mean, it's gonna go down.
If you would like to donate, click the link below on https://streamlabs.com/purgeyt.
Is in these last 2 games, what needs to happen if you're rooting for Reed, they just need to stay alive, like they're doing. If you're rooting for Arkham, Epic Whale, and Rex, they've got to go for high ground because that's where Reed's gonna be. We'll find out after we send it back.
Use default setting binds. Yeah, I'll just play on Builder Pro.
This is the crazy.
But I want to switch it up. But I'm planning on getting a scuff.
Professional
So
sports game. I like the boxing match analogy in my head because it's like for every one punch thrown, the other side is like meeting that punch and like responding. But then by that point, the first person or trio is already setting out the next one. I mean, it's wild to think that this is now the second time this has happened. We see the front runners and the returning champions go head to head. And though in most circumstances, the trio that's like trying, like not necessarily the underdog, but the trio that we expect to win, wins, but it's like, what did they really net out of that? Because the other trio is doing the exact same thing. They're literally sitting there being like, okay, yeah, we'll just, if you want to win, that's fine. You can have 5 points because we did the same thing.
I mean, we kind of made some commentary about Reet and Fabs the last time that they had height, that they walked away with only 6 eliminations, saying that that's not typically what we see from that team. But to see them steal height, well, first of all, let's spell out the story there. Chicken and Kytrex and Co., they had height pretty, solidly, although it was Zone 6, which is always a bit iffy. And then Arkham Rex and Epic Whale looked like they kind of land second height, but try and steal. And then out of nowhere, a Comet lands on the ground, and it's Reet, and he just builds all around them, taking down Chicken and Kytrex's team, and then holds height from there.
Yeah, that's why I want to get the Scuff, so I could have the back paddle shifter on as my edit and build option.
This is what NA West is all about.
I tried using L3 and R3, like I switched between them, but I clicked them so much on accident that it just messes me up. But I feel like having the paddle shifter, the extra paddle on the remote as circle would be insane.
That's the one thing I do want to say, because they didn't get any VRs yesterday, but I think a lot of this plays into the fact that they've changed some things in their game plan and ultimately changed the way that Surge has worked for them, because with this West zone that they just had, it's definitely a bit of a different game.
Yeah, without a doubt, the last few zones from games 7, 8, and 9 today have all kind of go down to south, southeast, which is obviously very far away from Arkham Rex and Epic Whale, and they needed those Storm Surge tags, so to see it go all the way to the West zone clearly was favorable for them. And then we have to talk about Wavy, Temple, and Symmetrical, who are all the way over in Dirty Docks and had an incredible rotation early on to Believer Beach before really anyone could see that they were there. They did end up going down, but these rotations into zone is what can make or break these teams. We've seen Reet, we've seen Arkham's team be below Storm Surge several times now today. Obviously, with the zone going to the west side, Arkham Rex and Epic Whale were able to turn that around and use that to their advantage, but I kind of want to say that that doesn't bode well for them. Reet, Fabs, and Snacky.
Alright guys, we're entering game 11. Game 11, one more game left.
Towards the middle of the map, you do have that advantage, but Arkham Rex and Epic Whale seem to only
Bro, what the
thrive
heck
as
is
far as
bothering me?
goes if they have that west zone.
Is it this guy?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more. I think that kind of speaks to them and their character and what they're able to accomplish, but looking at this, it's going to be tough. 373 points, 75 eliminations for Refabs and Snacky, but second place being only 321, and that being Arkham Rex and Epic Whale.
Damn, NA West got way more points than NA East. I think NA East got like 346, something like that. But I think they'll win. If they do good or somewhat decent this next game, I think they'll win it in that first place, because they got a good head lead. I mean,
no one is punishing them. No one's even near them right now. So this isn't about who can do better, because we just saw Arkham's team grab the VR. It's can Reet and Fabs and Snacky be punished, be taken down for that opportunity for Arkham Rex and Epic Whale, because if they keep making it to the end game, it's going to be Fabs' team.
52 points. 52 points stand between Arkham Rex and Epic Whale and another title championship. This will be their 5th one, okay? And we're not talking about, like, you know, the all-star champions and like this duo tournament over here. This will be 5 titles. 52 points. One last game here in NA West. Will they hold on? Will they?
Bro, can everyone leave me alone, bro? Like, dang. People are annoying. Like, I'm just trying to relax and watch the freaking thing, bro. Like,
this is the last game of the FNCS. Play Sundown. Let's do
oh, this is the last game? Oh, last game. Never mind. I thought this was game 11.
Here we go on to
There's 12 games.
Zeke, I think you're confusing the word ultimate and penultimate. We got 2 more matches. 52 points.
Yeah, there's 2 more matches.
In game number 7. We got time. We're chilling. I'm not stressed yet. I'll be stressed after this game if it's still 52 points, but let's peep on in and see.
Yeah, if first place loses, dies off a rip, like off spawn or early game, there's a good chance that they'll fall back. If they make it to end game, they're gonna stay ahead, but I kind of want ACREM to win. ACREM's team, 100 Thieves.
Scissor and Pulsar, Eclipse kind of being the guardians, and then you can see us.
Yeah, it's up to it's the first, second, and third.
Joined by Clay Stallion calling all the action.
Cause second is at 20-something points ahead, I think.
It seems like they're just interesting there, but again, no one's punishing. It's so interesting to me that no one is saying, "Hey, we know they're landing there. We know it has been 10 games of them landing there uncontested, and we know they are so split up. No one wants to try. That's how scary they are."
I mean, if I'm Epic Whale, Arkham, and Rex, I would have thought at least at some point in one of these games, I'm grabbing my car, and rather than driving south like they typically do on the rotate, just head due east. Just start driving east. They've headed inland every time. They are being a little bit wary about it, but like, go take that fight out there, right? Like, you've beaten them in the end game fights. That's fine, right? But if you're not impacting their score early on, you're not going to be able to win the game. And yeah,
oh look, Ranger and Noah.
But at some point you have
Spill Gamers' old teammates.
Say, if somebody else isn't going to do it, do we have to take it into our own hands? And if they're not going to challenge them then the other opportunity, as kind of called out by the desk, is they have to go up and they have to challenge them on high ground, right? They, rather than kind of waiting for that one opportunity to go, they need to go and try and establish it and then swat them down when they come up and make a point of finishing off those eliminations, as Bumboy, Jagger, and Batman Booga have made a point of cleaning up Stealthy pretty much every single time they've rotated through.
That's how you kind of rotate into a POI. They're showing how you do it and how you do it well. This team is just running away as Batman Booga is finally getting back over Noah W plays and Vanellas. They did have a great day yesterday, put up a great fight. They were able to pick up that victory royale. And while the fights are not going their way, they're still putting up a good effort. Vanellas down very low.
Noah's really good. Oh, he got knocked. Noah's a really good player.
It feels weird to see they're winning at Stealthy. They're not landing anywhere. I don't want to say they're not landing near Stealthy. They're basically landing in the crouch side, just a little bit to the south of it, a little north of Pleasant, and then just sprinting in and being like, "Hello, is anybody home?" And they have no problem kicking in that door. Don't even knock ahead of time. Just give a quick little shout, and then they're there. And they will use the launch pads to chase it down. We're gonna hop on board. Nice little piece.
Oh, my screen is like blurry and mixed. Yeah, it does that sometimes.
Good communication, making sure to get all the supplies from there. And I mean, hey, if you need a way to start off the game, a llama right on the side of Believers Beach towards some natural cover, that's about as lucky as you can get.
It really is. And it looks great for them. But last season, after 10 games, Rex's trio was 40 points behind Favs and Snacky. Today, 52, and they still won. So, there's a mountain, but they've climbed that mountain before. They know the path, they know what they need to do. Now they just gotta do it.
I know it's good to like separate and you know, like loot as much as possible, but at the same time I feel like sticking together is a big thing.
All of a sudden that building looks a little bit farther away. And again, they've done enough where any other region, any other time, they would probably be looking at a solid first place performance. But Reed and Trio have played so good and so consistently and put up numbers.
That's weird, Jaji.
All of a sudden, they're looking at an outside shot of maybe even being able to compete, and it could be over. After
maybe it's just a connection.
They have a 50-point lead. If they open that lead up anymore, we're then talking a record-breaking game, which, I mean, we've said it before on broadcast. You know, when you kind of sit there and have that conversation with your friends, it's like, yeah, well, I would have qualified for the World Cup if I had just gotten a 35 elimination victory royale in my last game. And I'm like, yeah, and I might maybe win a game in a Cash Cup eventually or something. Jokes on me, I'm not allowed to play ever in those, being a Epic employee, but you know what I mean, going through there, like, it's just not gonna happen in that regard, right? So getting kind of close to that line.
Yeah, it's probably the connection.
We're towing it, but if anybody's gonna be the one to do it, if any trio will be the trio to make that impossible possible, it's Arkham, Epic, Whale, and Rex. They've pulled off more impossible things before, as Rodrigo is just gonna get beamed rotating through, and that's the danger. Hey, we talk about how strong these sites are, these slipstreams are. If you're just zooming on through trying to get away, it's a very predictable pattern for your enemies to just beam you with. And look at Trix immediately going for the piece control, going for a different pressure, and that was beautiful. The team down below, though, will hold them off for now. And again, every fight that you see now from a team that's outside the top 10 is trying to make it into the top 10, because they know, hey, we're not having the best of games, we haven't had them. What can we do? What can we shake up to try to get as many points as we can, so that we can get to the top of the leaderboard and make more money?
Yeah, don't forget, it's not just about first place. Of course, that's where we're going to focus the story, particularly in NA West, when the victor has all been said and done for the past 4 seasons. Well, now it looks like
you crashed again. Dang.
So close here, with our victors playing catch up, or defending champs playing catch up right now. However, every single little one of these fights ends up mattering. Every little change in placement ends up being a bump and in prize money at the top of the leaderboard. And you don't really want to let that slip, especially when it's just a difference of 1 elimination. Maybe a tiebreaker coming through, maybe getting that 1 victory royale in the last game. I mean, I always throw it back to the World Cup solos. Everyone kind of misses the little story that happened in the final game. Yapboga held on and ended up getting his huge W. But just Crew able to just run through and end up picking up a 6 elimination victory royale. The last game went from 66 to 6. 66 to 6, a $50,000 payment into upwards of $600,000 that happened. So when we say every single little game matters, every single interaction,
all right, man. Bye, Jazzy.
Moment can change.
See you later.
Know,
I'll probably stream normal Fortnite after this.
Points have been allocated to the top 2.
And it's so interesting because it felt like for a moment there it wasn't going to be this 2-horse race that we've seen before. Right? We've seen it I believe last season, the season before that as well. It ended up coming down to those top 2. And it felt like in game number 1 it was going to be really up to anybody there. But then that last couple games kind of ran away with it. And now so many eliminations being taken off the board as well, right? That's the other side of the coin. Yes, everyone's going to be more aggressive, but that means less points for you. And I say more aggressive because we're seeing a lot of fights, but not really many of them are resulting in elimination. In fact, the only people that have been eliminated are from the same trio.
Yeah, we've seen one full trio come down, and right as you talk about it, there you go. There's some action in the feed. 33, Andy Joshua picking up bolts. Confirmation comes through from Krizix, the LATAM trio, trying to get their teeth cut a little bit on that side, get the picks going on. But we do have the 3rd and 4th trios boxed up on top of each other. We're also take a peek at Reed, Snacky, and Fabs, because again, we kind of talk about the winning moments, the ability to clutch. These guys have played fantastically. I believe they're up to something like 5 second place finishes now, coming through 3 yesterday, 2 today, 2 victory rounds to end up going with it. Only 1 really poor game in there. I mean, they could close it out here right now.
They're getting pressured at an awkward angle. Look at them already losing a lot of HP. They have enough shields to heal it back up, but this is unusual for them. And this second zone getting pressured out. They're continue to come through. Getting dangerously low.
Yeah, and they're in zone 2 right now, so there's no real reason for these shots to necessarily be taken, but they're burning into a bunch of their utility, and they don't have the best of mats, so this is another situation where they could be forced to look for a refresh, and I don't necessarily think I've seen them be trading shots, but here they are going to try and get the jump on the hand, trying to jump right in. This is very aggressive from them. The most aggressive we've seen in an early moment without Storm Surge Warning going through, and they're just going. They're full sending up into this attic, and I don't agree with that decision at all. Snacky gets back down completely. No shields. He pokes his head up and above, and they're trying to own everything underneath, get some form of control and real estate here. But Defiable, Salco, and Mojo saying, hey, we've been on the other end of this push before. We want nothing to do with it. And honestly, I'm fine with that. If they were able to get some damage out, it looks like they got some onto Mojo, and they were potentially just worried about Storm Surge, but they ate a ton there. Now they're turning the attention over to Quito, Blizzro, and Oka, and Reed's going to cut them off right away, saying, no, we know everybody wants to rotate him to rear farm up. This is our cabin.
And if Mojo and them are aware of this, they need to get involved. They need to keep putting that pressure back down. They need to be the ones spraying on top, either teams, right? If they want to be the ones that take down Reed, they spray it directly down. They keep them from being there, but Reed and them have found a trio that doesn't have the shield, doesn't have the HP to withstand them, is not going to be able to do so. That's going to be enough surge for them, because they're going to take down Blizzro there, who is trying to crawl away, but Reed's going to find him. More damage coming through. They desperately needed that. They wasted a lot of mats getting into zone. Reed back up to full. Kytrex, Chicken, and Megtud coming over. They're looking goodbye. You could get involved here as well. Quinn Wave and Cool have angles, but the Firefly's going to come through. It's going to burn that base down. Luckily, they're in fully built metal.
Fully built metal also have put the floors down, and I have to worry about the floor catching on fire, because the ground will end up transferring that over. And I mean, it's just waiting for something to go wrong for this trio during one of these early pushes, but it seems to not happen. The push in the cabin was a questionable one, but Salco, Mojo, and Defiable weren't in a position to really fully take advantage of it. Now we do have our third place trio heading over, and they're going to ramp up above. They're just going to take high ground away, and Mojo, Salco, and Defiable really being a little bit submissive in this regard. Like, they're just kind of content to be like, nope, you're good, we got it, we're fine, don't need to contest. You can just walk right on top of us, you can rotate around us, you can push into our base, as long as you're not actually taking down our trio, that's fine. Right now, Epic Whale, Rex, Arcrum, they are very split, but they're taking this fight. There is, this is the only other trio over here, so it is isolated. Nice little 42 tag that's basically going to be traded back evenly through. So Epic Whale going to shield up Reed, picks up an elimination in the feed, closing the gap, so they know they need their foot on the pedal a little bit. And this might be a situation where if you can get a couple of eliminations back off, beta reboot, maybe get a couple more, just really try and min-max on the fights over there. Meanwhile, Javier getting an elimination in the feed. We will have Storm Surge start to take over right now. Rex, Arkham, Epic Whale, only 87 above him with 4 trios who are going to be hit. 87 is not guaranteed safety. You can see Garbage Truck trying to do his best to create a little bit of distance. Arkham hits a huge shot on the Zooks, so that's going to make them more than safe for this Storm Surge. Zooks and Co are not safe, though. They're taking damage, and right as I say, Garbage Truck able to trade one shot back. He's almost able to get them above, but this should be 3 eliminations for Epic Whale, Arkham, and Rex if they play it correctly.
They have to keep the damage onto them, though. They don't want to let them get back and heal, and then that damage counter go off, and they end up going down to Surge. But look, they're pinching him. They've got 2 going from one way, 1 going from the other. Zooks very low, Kimchi very low, Garbage Truck low. They just need to go in. They just need to get a couple more tags of damage. It doesn't really matter what they end up taking there. As Epic Whale is going to take a big shot there. Garbage Truck is going to get a nice shot on the side from Arkham. They will take them down. They're going to throw him off. The shakedown may not even be able to come through, as that Surge is going to keep hitting. No, it will come through. We saw one of the players try to slipstream away, but they couldn't. Surge is going to get all of them. And that's 3 more eliminations. But at the same time, we saw Reed get through. So how many are they on? Is it even going to close the gap at all? Yes.
2 points. 2 points gap closed. You can see top left hand corner. Still 72 players up, so 1 trio is being hit by Storm Surge. 25 trios on their feet, so 1 more will need to drop. And we'll have those 5 points being given out, basically saying, here you go. Made it through to that mid-game moment. Storm Surge does turn off. We'll see Reed, Snacky, and Favs doing a good job in terms of tournament management mode. They're going to head just interior enough, probably get to this little Pueblocita over here. Get in, just try and get whatever amount of brick that they can reform. You're safe using the natural cover to turn around. It's really difficult to get line of sights here. The only people who could potentially contest are Sharp and Shallow, and they definitely have not been doing that so far today. So they're in a great spot to really make it into another round of those cascading placement points. And again, If they just hold on and the gap doesn't close this game, we could talk about this being the clincher, Clay.
We'll find out. And it feels like just a moment. If they make one critical error, though, that's where it becomes anybody's game. Because right now it's theirs. They just have to stay up. As we move over, Symmetrical could not do that as they are going to go down. Reboot, not an option in this zone. We talk about reboots on West. We haven't really seen any of this finals. No one really prioritizing that. But look at just how open it is. It's just a completely different playing field. You're used to going into Weeping in these surrounding areas, and there being just an abundance of trees, an abundance of cover. But look at that perspective. It's open.
Yeah, you'd think we'd be playing on EU with the scorched earth policy that's going around here, but instead we're kicking it. We're going up towards the northeast side. All of Weeping burned down, so you get a little bit of different look at the topography. And while it's pretty smooth, the couple of changes in verticality are a little bit rougher than you'd expect because they're in awkward spots on the grid space. And what I mean by that is when you build in Fortnite, obviously you can place walls and can place floors, but there's some spots, right, where like the floor is almost completely inside the floor and you're right towards the side. And these hills are a very awkward length. Some of them like 1/3 grid spaces, some of them are a little more. And you might think, oh, Reed took a ton of damage there, but he knows what he's doing. This is very much intentional. If you leave that open, more often than not, he's winning those trades. It just happens to be the first time we've seen him lose one in a while, but this is how they're trading for Storm Surge.
We swap over to the backside of zone. A trio all alone rotating through low ground. Nobody there. Nobody looking.
This has got to be a high ground game. Has to be. Look at the loadout on Arkham. He has the sideways minigun. You do not pick this weapon up if you are anticipating playing low ground. It's fine down there, right? But it is much more efficient when you are working top down and just ripping shots through your opponent. To me, this screams like, hey, we're going for this.
How will they grab it, though, with that natural high ground in? If it pulls towards Weeping more, they'll have more of an opportunity. But with that Guardian Tower looming up above, they have to be ready for a build-up into a launch pad. 34 below, though. We may see them go for it a little bit sooner than we thought. They're posturing. Arkham's got that minigun out. Looking for any sort of tags there. 34 still below. They need to start as the minigun going to come through. They're going to be firing it at the wall, trying to break it. They're trying to break those cones. See if anybody's inside it. Not going to get any damage. The triple spray going to be there. But look at the beam that goes back onto them. Now 46 below. They got to make a play. They got to make it quick. They've got to make a decision. 111. Got the shields out. Heelless with 20 seconds remaining. He need more. Reed's going to find elimination on the other side. That'll count over for Favs as Temple the only one remaining for his trio.
And this is it right now. 10 seconds, Storm Surge turns on. We know Temple is low. That's third place. We'll assume he's well below. If Epic Whale, Arkham, and Rex cannot pick up and get above the Storm Surge, if they go down, the West has been won. Panda will have been victorious, and Reet will have won his first FNCS ever. It comes down to this fight right now. The 4-time defending champs, the 5 times overall. Did they manage to get above the Storm Surge? What is their plan? No, they didn't. They're grouping up. It's going to be Chili Chug splashes, and then they're going to have to go. You see them editing out. The damage is coming through 75 below, but only 2 players need to go down. They're looking to see, is anybody going to open a ramp? 4 out of the 9 teams Fazico have eliminated today have been by Rex's trio, but none of that matters right now. 75 damage. They're still going down. Chili Chug splashes are still there. They're in a staring contest with their opponents, and they got above. They ticked over and above. I didn't see any damage go through. I assume one of the players who got knocked must have been above Storm Surge. That was enough. And the patience to hold on and just wait. They saw that trio launch pad as well. And they're good, Clay. They sweat. They passed the test. We're into the cascading placement points, but now can they make the rotation safely? Tons of rifle shots end up coming through, but not quite breaking any of the shields. A nice little sigh of relief. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's take a look at that 3 box. Did Temple end up making it through? If not, we are truly in a 2-team race with Reet, Snacky, and Favs together there.
Temple did not. He fell in the rotation. So now for first place, it'll all end up coming down to Arkham, Epic Whale, and Rex in second, trying to challenge this team right here. Reed, Snacky, and Fast, who have played an incredible game, but this is why they're doing so well. Immediately, it's not even that 6 zone showing yet, and they are looking to take high ground already. They are posturing for it. That is what we saw so many seasons of Arkham, Epic Well, and Rex doing, and now just look at the difference. They're on low ground, but you're right. They've set up for it. They have the inventory for it from Arkham. You gotta get there, though.
They have to convert. They can't wait. Our 4th place trio, yeah, they're on the outside looking, potentially look at a challenge up towards 2nd and 3rd. First, a little bit out of place, but haven't talked to them about them enough because they've just been sneaky, little bit consistent. Outcast Razor, Coffee, Eclipse, they'll take to the sky. Look to connect, and they do, so now they will have a very definitive high ground position. And this makes things super interesting because you can't super challenge that. You can try. I don't think it's going to go well for you because they went so early and found the right tag that they're way above. You can see Snacky, Reed, they're going just towards the backside. Snacky has no effective HP. They realize they can't go up. Instead, they're going to be forced down, and this makes this game much more interesting.
And they're really low, too. They took a lot of damage on rotation. Now, Arkham going to look to try to take high ground and to beam them with that sideways minigun. But you're right, they are so far below. They have found no damage on these rotations. They're going to try to get into zone and out, heal it, but they really just got to hop into a box and try to eliminate some players as... Once again, look, they're going for the high ground. They're looking for it, rather, but the low ground drop comes through. They can't get it, so they go for the launch pad. Are they going all the way up? Yes, they are. They're landing on top. This is it. This is the decisive decision they needed to make. Can they take it from the team up above? Do they go down to Stormsters here? Because in 3 seconds, it's going to start to tick. They get enough above. They keep the high ground. Rex and Epic Whale are there, but they have to find more damage. Epic Whale going to take some there from the low ground, but they have high ground. They're below. They need to find more. Arkham can only take 2 more ticks of it. That's going to be 30 damage. Is it going to put them up above? Yes, for now, 5. They need to find more. Their tournament hopes are hanging in the balance right now. Rex. The FNCS is hanging right here. They're going for Rex. It's switched back over. They don't have enough damage. Arkham can only take 1 more tick, but it's back over again. It's back and forth. 5 damage above, 5 damage below. They're trying to find more. There's 122 above. That should be it for now, and it's an elimination, but they don't have a lot of builds.
They're almost out of builds. They went for the high ground, taking low on the low ground. Reach down, Snacky, down. That's it. They're done. They're out. The door is open again. They only got 2 placement points. They saw that in the feed and high ground. All of a sudden, they said, hold on, close that. It's not sealed, and yet nobody said I do because they say I don't. We want 5 in a row. 4 eliminations on the board, and Arkham all of a sudden has 50 builds. We're pulling out and away. They're getting about face. Clay, it's going to come down to the final game. There's no way they're going to let this slip. But Mitty, Nico, and Kaboo, they looked for a second and they said, nope, we're good. They're going to drop down. And you called it. They need hype, but they need to convert. They have to. And I mean have to turn this into a win. They need every point possible to close the gap because you don't know if you're going to get another opportunity like this next game. Cyrazor picks up Yuumi as we close in. 12 trios left. Rex trying to do his best to connect and be as efficient as possible. Arkham is the one who leads on builds, but he's the one who also has that sideways minigun. Down to only Wood, and the zone pulls back. They get high ground control.
This is what everyone wanted in that moment. They wanted it to go down to the final game. They need to find these elims. The gap is big, but they can close it. There's still so many players up above. They don't have as much builds as they used to, and that they have in past, but it doesn't matter. It went over enough builds. Shots come through. Epic Whale getting to beams. They've got 4 eliminations. They still have enough mats there on Arkham. They're going to find more loot. Look at that harpoon. May be able to come through. They're sending Rex down to try to find any extra loot. Shields, mats, it doesn't matter what it is. They want it. They need it. And look, they're going to have such control. Everybody on low ground is running out of HP. All of a sudden, they are disappearing. The lobby is going away. Jackveer trying to stay up, trying to stay alive, but it doesn't matter because Arkham, Epic Whale, and Rex have just won their 3rd game today and have closed the gap substantially.
211 points on today at all. But Clay, they needed to send somebody down earlier. They got no additional eliminations. They weren't able to pick it up, so they get 38 points going through. They closed the gap a little bit, but we talked about it. They had done enough to really open up. It's going to come down the last game, but it's a 2-horse race. Let's kick it over to the desk. They're going to show us where those horses are at and where the field is.
Well, Sundown, that's not entirely true because I didn't even know that this was actually the last game because I got ahead of myself. Like a DJ would. I'm just dropping too many hot beats that I don't know what time of the day it is or week or wherever we're at. Hi, I'm Zeke. It's great to see you guys. My goodness. So remember, going into that game, they were behind 52 points. And now, Kelly, with that is going to be such a small number. Maybe 20, maybe 30 tops, but this is exactly where they want to be. And of course, you mentioned this like before in the back. You were like, man, you know what I want this? I want this to come down to that last game. I want to see them go head to head. I want them to battle it out for the title.
I mean, Jacket, that was a record scratch right there. It's exactly what I wanted to see. I was talking about it in the green room that, you know what? Refabs and Snacky, they deserve the win, especially Snacky in the journey that he has had in second place over and over and over again, picking up new players, trying to experiment with his team comp, and now they're so close and they go down early, which is heartbreaking, but that's the story you want, right? You don't want it to be a 50-point lead. You want it to be neck and neck, and that is what we're going to be getting for our final game, Panda.
We are. Look, I obviously got to commend Arkham Rex and Epic Whale. The consistency is unreal today. 3 victory royales on the day, but it's going to be close. One more game remaining, Zeke. I can't.
Production, just be ready with that clip like I told you to do, just in case.
Okay.
I'm just saying, production, just be ready. That's all. Guys, let's talk about the top 3 trios going into this final game. Because though first and second are battling it out, I mean, it's also possible this third place team very well could make plays.
Yeah, we're going to be jumping into Reet, Fabs, and Snacky here, and this is actually not when they grabbed a VR. This is when they grabbed 12 eliminations in that second place finish there. An incredible performance, because regardless of if you're able to walk away with a VR or not, it's about those eliminations that really separates Reet's team from the rest of the pack. Of course, Symmetrical's team here having an incredible performance as well, grabbing another second place finish right here on the low ground, actually versus Reet's team with the 6 eliminations.
Yeah, and look, this is what we're talking about, right? It seems to be these 3 teams battling out in the final moments, but here it is. Arkham, Rex, and Epic Whale go up against Refabs and Snacky, and Arkham and company do what we thought going into today would be the unthinkable, which I don't know why I would think that. It's Arkham, Rex, and Epic Whale coming out on top here, getting the eliminations onto Reet & Co. and getting the so desperately needed VR, 1 of 3 that they've gotten on the day.
Okay, 30 points is still a lot. That is a big separation. I think Reet, Fabs, and Snacky clearly coming in here as the favorites. And to be fair, Arkham Rex and Epic Whale in that last game that we just watched almost lost height very early on. In fact, Panda, a situation that they seem to be falling into quite frequently is that they had Storm Surge in Zone 7?
Yeah, you actually watch them go through not just some, all of their heals due to Storm Surge, and it actually put them in a pretty compromising spot when they went to go for the high ground. They still were able to come out on top, but it was extremely risky in the way that they were taking a fight. They are going to have to adjust the way that they focus on Storm Surge in this final game if they want to be successful, because again, you cannot find yourself coming out on top in this final game high pressure situation without having some heals in the inventory in those final moments.
I love the spotlight that always targets the opponents. Limbs versus Fabs' trio 3, but you got to look at the Limbs versus the top 10 right now. Arkham Rex and Epic Whale are a beast, and they kind of always seem to be in a different layer than Reet, Fabs, and Snacky. In fact, their rotations rarely have them facing up against each other, but when they're on the low ground, which Arkham Rex and Epic Whale seem to find themselves to do a lot, except for that last game that we just watched, they are able to clean up the rest of the lobby.
Yeah, I mean, look, Arkham specifically, his solo impact points, 57. That speaks to the impact he has had as a solo player. If you don't know that at home, that could be points that he got from being alive. It could be eliminations that he got working as a solo player. So Arkham, definitely the heel of this entire trio, but will it be enough? A 30-point deficit going into this final game. Can they make up the space? It's going to be tough for them but it's not impossible. This is so close, Zeke.
There's just not enough words to quantify and put together how close this is. This could very well be the 5-time back-to-back 2 more times champions Arkham Rex and Epic Whale, or this could be the dawn of a new era. It's time, Fortnite fam. For real this time, one last game in NA West. The final game of Chapter 2, Season 8 FNCS starts right now.
The actual final game. We have seen 6 regions play out in our 7th region, 11 matches so far. And in any other circumstance, you would feel Epic Whale, Arkham, and Rex would have done enough. 3 victory royales today alone, 211 points. But I mean, Clay, I can't help but feel like the opportunity was there last game to close the gap a little bit more. We're going to tune in with our current leaders, as all they have to do is hold on to close out this wild ride.
And I'm gonna say it again. I'm so honestly surprised that no one, out of all the games, and we saw it all the way back in World Cup, Bugha changed up his drop last game, because he knew someone was gonna come. Someone was gonna try to play spoiler, but nobody here in NA West wants that title of spoiler. They wanted to go down to the last moment of the last game, so we will get that to Rhea, Babs, and Snacky. We've got to play perfect. We saw last game they faltered, and Epic Whale, Arkham, and Rex took advantage of that. We move over to the Kings, to the Titans, and give them many names. They're the 5-time, many different FNCS, the 4-time back-to-back here in Trios FNCS. And with Trios coming to a close here soon this season, they want to be the 5-time back-to-back. They want to be able to say, we've won 6 FNCSs on every single member of our trios. Like everyone talked about, there's a 29-point difference. So if they win the game and no placement points go over to Reed, they will win solely based off of that. We know elims are going to come through for both trios. So when we say it's coming down to the last minute, it literally will come down to the last possible minute here.
With the exception of the All-Star Showdown, Epic Whale, Rex, and Arkham have won basically every single major competition on West this year. Will that streak come to an end? Yes, we have Grand Royale right after. They could potentially stick it around, but as we keep an eye, don't forget, this is it. And not only is it, but they have to push the pace, right? It's not good enough to just win. They have to win, they have to get eliminations, and they have to see Reed's name on the right side of that elimination feed. They need to see him going down. Yes, his whole trio will need to go down, but if Reed is up, he always has a chance to make plays. He always has a chance to eke out just a few more points. And again, something else to consider, Clay. I'm pretty sure, are they tied on victory royales? No. Epic Whale and Co have the advantage. Reed and Co only have 2, right? I would say only 2, but...
Yeah, only 2, only 3 is really have shown how dominant they are, dominant they have been playing, and so we know they're not going to stop anytime soon.
Last season, after 11 games, there was a 20-point difference. Babs and Snacky had a lead over Arkham, Rex, and Epic Whale, 383 to 363. Coming into this season, 29-point difference. Babs and Snacky, with the addition of Reed, they've opened up that lead 9 extra points. We saw the heroics in Game 12 last season. Will they be able to do it one more time? The stealthy fight now, there'll be a little bit of a resolution. We're just peeping around, seeing what kind of early engagements are going on. But as you all are watching and been sticking with us the whole time, first of all, thank you so much for tuning in, catching all the action, spending your Halloween with us. I hope you got plenty of candy. Hope you dress up and got the costume. And if you didn't, I hope you watch your favorite scary movie. If you don't celebrate, well, you've had some amazing Fortnite to at least keep you entertained. As Bumboy, Jackman, and Batman Bugha still continuing to try and exert their pressure over the stealthy stronghold play, but Noah, Vanillas, and Range are putting up a much better defensive fight this time.
And every fight matters so much because it's worth so much money. It's about where you end up at the end of the day. Jack, they're just gonna bait that. shot out. Easy shot coming through, but the follow-up not going to be as easy. They're going to have to keep pressuring through the entire trio. If they bite off a little bit more than they want, that trio's going to hop onto them. They're going to box them. They're going to piece control, and they're still trying to go. And you see the edits coming through, and there's the shotgun shot going to connect onto Ranger. They're already so low. He knows that the rest of them don't have that much HP. We'll go for the immediate siphon. And the team seems to disengage. They get a chance to go away, launchpad away, and I'm kind of surprised that Jackveer did let them launchpad out, but Batman Booga's not letting anybody get away.
Saying, get over here, trying to run him down. Where is he? Well, he's right in front of you, Batman Booga taking a second, trying to line up the shots, but doesn't necessarily have the composure he needed right now. Again, a stiff breeze will knock Vanilla over. He's less than an extract right now. I mean, it's a drop in the well to be able to take him down, but one of the harder things in Fortnite is when somebody does take the air and they get in these rolling hills, they break line of sight. Following them's a little bit difficult, and they need to be careful about maybe overextending, because we've seen that Rex, Epic Whale, and Arkham, they're going hunting after their initial route, right? Like, they're not necessarily worried about just kind of like going and looking tags. They've been boxing up on trios and just fly.
And they need to keep doing it. That's what's gotten to them to where they are. Look at where they are now. Near Noah W plays and near Vanilla's, they should be able to hear the boat coming through if they come their direction. Teams for now, they're just focused on getting back to full mats. Noah will drive the other way. And with no one nearby, you have to wonder where their storm surge damage is, where their tags are. Yes, they can sit up here, and if zone pulls to them, great, they'll have it, but we've seen how they've struggled to deal with that as Rex is going to get Vanillas.
I'm not sure if he's not getting credit for that. He would have already ended up getting the point coming through. So no additional 2 points going over. It's okay. Sigh of relief, but that is some additional tags. However, I'm going to question the game plan here. It might make me look stupid. You can click this if you want. But if I'm these three, I'm not posting up right here. I am continuing to move inland, and I am looking and I am trying to hawk and maybe not start a fight with Reet and his trio, right? But try and get some other people to shoot at them as well, right? The 2 times you see them go down or be in tough situations has been when they've been loggy focused, trying to make these interesting decisions in terms of rotations or being a little bit lackadaisical in them. And if there's one thing that Rex, Arkham, and Epic Whale know how to do, it's how to understand rotations and manipulate the lobby into doing what they want. Now we're going to swing over. Quinn, Cool, and Wave. They're close enough to make this a little weird. Quinn trying to trade some shots, being a Children of the Corn, but doesn't want to get sight down. Here's Fafsnacky and Reet. They're posted way up top. They are much less split. They're able to kind of consolidate a little bit quicker, which you can expect here in game number 3, right? Or in game number 12, excuse me. Everything is on the line. The final opportunity. Here's our third place trio, who in reality, they're out of contention for first, could potentially look to swing in for second, but overall, they're just trying to secure their biggest payday possible.
And the best thing about Fortnite is, unlike conventional sports, you usually have that one team that can play spoiler on the run to these big playoff games and such. With Fortnite, if it's a 2-horse race, there's 97 other trios that can look and try to find, or rather players that can find you and take you out. It can remove your chances of keeping it there. There are so many different variables, and they have to be ready for that. Arkham, Epic Whale, and Rex are going to find a duo on the other side in the bush, but they're not going to go for it. A zone is going to pull right back to Believer for them. They've got the setup again. They don't have the sideways minigun. They have launch pads. They have all of the loot, and they pull zone. Do they have damage? Stay up.
So, looking at the situation, knowing what's on the table, if you are just tuning in, what fantastic timing. Welcome. This is the final game of NA West. My name is Sundown, joined by Clay Stelling. You're catching the final game of the FNCS season of all the regions. 6 other trios have already claimed their acts of champions. It comes down to Reet, Snacky, and Favs versus the 4 times defending champs of Arkham, Epic Whale, and Rex. And their game plan is to simply win the game. They are playing to win. They are not changing their strategy. Epic Well, Arkham, and Rex say, hey, the win is 30 points. We know we'll need to get aggressive if we're in that situation, but we need all the placement points. They're taking it a little bit out of their hands in terms of the control and going and trying to deny Snacky, Reet, and Fabs. But this is a situation where we've seen them go down before, and there's a number of trios who are hawking them right now. So this rotation is not safe for them. We will get a check-in on Surge here in a little bit. We see Nico is taking out Moose there in the feed, so we're down to 74 players, only 2
So guys, I don't know why it kicked me out. I don't know why it's not going back in. I'm not sure what the issue is. I'm gonna try again, see if I can get in. I'm not sure if it's gonna let me, but of course at the ending, the final match, of course it's gonna do this. Of course. Of course. This is really annoying. Like, honestly. I don't think it's gonna work, because usually it'll pop up on the right side of the screen. Why is it doing this to me? Literally the most important game. The final game. And it does this. What am I doing? Gee, I don't see why it's not here. Like I've been watching it this whole time, man. Like, what's up, bro? This is so dumb. I'm gonna try one more time, guys. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna end the stream. Because in reality, what do, you know? Sucks. This really sucks that it did that. Yep, I think it's just not gonna work anymore. He's doing it again. That's so unfortunate. It was a final game, like, and it just had to mess up. Like, seriously, bro. So unfortunate. This is so dumb. Like, I'm even change the whole server back to NAE. Give me a second. So unfortunate. So dumb. What's up, Alexis? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I was streaming the FNCS and then it just kicked me out and now it doesn't want to load again. Yeah, it's not loading up. It will pop up on the right side of my screen. Or I would at least be able to hear it from all the way over here, but I can't even hear yeah, look, the screen's empty. This is like the 5th time I try to get back in it. I don't know why. I don't know why it kicked me out to begin with. I really don't. It sucks. I could try it one more time to get in it. See if it works, but I mean, it's not over yet. Yeah, it's not done yet. It just doesn't want to put me in. I don't know why. Yeah, it was literally, this is literally the final game. Literally the ending. Game 12. I was perfectly fine watching it, and it just kicked me out. I'm trying to like... What up, alien? I'm just trying to reset it because I was literally streaming it perfectly fine and it just decided to kick me out. I want to catch the ending of the game at least, but if not, I'm just gonna end the stream and then play imposters or random duos afterwards. This is really irritating. I had to do it this game. Yeah, it's not working. It should pop up on the right side of my screen. It's just not working. Which kind of sucks, but it really sucks, man. You want me to add you, Alexis? Nice. I just went to the store, got a couple things of candy, and I just been home. I haven't even eaten the candy yet. What did you guys end up doing, Alien? You guys went you guys just went basic trick-or-treating, or you guys went like to like a park? Or yeah, I ate pizza earlier too. Ah, my goodness, this is so irritating. I decided to do this now, like, it's so dumb. This gets me so mad. I'll just tell you guys who wins right here. I'm watching it. There's 6 people left. Rex, Akram, the team I want to win is still up, and they're still alive. NRG Epic Whale, he's still alive. Let's see. Alright, it's coming down to the ending. These are the last 2 teams. Epic Whale and Akram died. GG. Oh, they're still fighting. Alright, Kenzo, Former, and Healthy 1X won the final game, but we're about to see what the points are. To see who actually came in first place of the FNCS. I wish you guys could watch it, but
think about 11, 12, 13. It might have been enough. The tiebreaker is with the era. That's it for me and Clay. Thank you so much. Production, all the other talent, the crew, the players. But to figure out what actually went down and the final call, we're going to kick it on over to the desk. I mean, Zeke, Panda, Kelly, I don't have words. I don't have a voice. Take us home.
Sundown and Clay, thank you so much for putting it all on the line there. Those final moments of this game. We're going to take a look at the standings in just a moment. We are all sitting here waiting, trying to know the numbers. I can't do math. I never learned. We'll get to the standings as soon as we can. But this is it. We stand on the precipice of something incredible. Either Arkham Rex and Epic Will are your 5-time back-to-back champions, or Reed has finally taken them off the throne, and him and his trio have walked away the winners. In those final moments of that game, so much has gone into this very moment. So many trios have put everything.
yeah, guys, I can't load back in and show you guys the exact stream, so I'm just gonna wait for this. But you guys can hear it with me.
Heart and soul alongside Snacky and Fabs into this very moment. Kelly, Panda, we saw this exact thing play out last season. 11 games, a 20-point difference. First place, Fabs and Snacky go in with a 20-point lead. The same thing happened here. The question is, was it enough?
I mean, just look at the VRs that we're watching right now. You just see the same two teams over and over and over again. Arkham Rex and Epic Will grabbing 3 VRs today, and as well as a bunch of second-place finishes. But was it enough? Fabs had such a strong lead. Panda, I don't know what to do.
I don't know either. I don't know if I'm crying myself to sleep tonight or if I'm reigning in the champs. But here it is, the moment we've been waiting for. The final VR commences, and our champions are They took it over.
Ooh, we got new champions. Reed, Fabs, and Snacky won.
It's always darkest before the dawn, friends.
They won by 15 points.
By a ridiculous 15 points. Kelly last season.
GG's, guys. Well, that's the end of this stream. We got new champions. Reed, Fabs, and Snacky won. They beat the 5-time winning for FNCS champions, so that's new. Sorry that the ending, messed the whole stream up and didn't want to come back up. I apologize for that, but I'll probably start up the next stream right after this one. So if you guys are down, hop into that one, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Hope you guys like, subscribe, and share. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.